Perfect. So release your hands. Release your hands. Let's do it one more time. Right hand, one to go. Left hand. Uh-huh. So we're gonna add a spice to it. So right hand, left hand. So before we do the hoo-hoo, let's make it a little bit fun. So your right leg. Why is it? Oh. So your right leg, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to do ah! Then the left leg. Then I want us to do the hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go. So we're going to do it from the start. 1, 2, go. Let's go. Right hand. Left hand. Right leg. Left leg. There we go. You guys are the best. Take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to find out from all of us, how was it this morning? Oh, I love the enthusiasm. Please put your hands together for all the 53 of us that were out there to showcase our amazing ventures. No. I feel like that is not good enough. I want us to please put your hands together for you for being amazing today. So put your hands together for yourself. Now, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I love it. I told you it's only memorable stuff here. Now, we were at 53 ventures. In the next couple of minutes, we're going to reduce it from 53 to 16. Say, ooh. And it's going to be amazing because you're in it, right? You're part of the 16. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before I do anything else, I want to first of all acknowledge all the judges that were in the room judges. Please, I want us to please put our hands together. We'll clap for them, all of them when we finish. Buzeye Zegeye, Whistler Cherubim, David Juguna, Monica Pan, Kadi Gai, Abdullahi Fall, Asaretin Obano, Marion Kago, Ann Salim, Gillian Vedan, Kitawa Wemo, Dr. Diane Uyoga, Dr. Pamela Chebi, Dr. Alfred Maluach, Paula Akugizibaye, I think Akugizibaye, something like that, sorry for that. Dr. George Mishuki, Maureen Award, Priscilla Gunjiri. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for all the amazing judges. Now, I'd like my team from HB just to help me with one email where we can send all our PPTs, all our presentations, all our pitches. So if you could just give me one email. Natasha, can I get an email? So just show me one email. Now, this is what I want you to do. One person to forward all those amazing pitches to us, because we don't want you to get in a fuss when we announce who's the top 16. We'll have all those emails, and we'll just pick it from our system, and we'll be able to project it for you. Because I don't know who it is. So I can't tell you I can't wait for you to send me that email. So I want all our judges, all our amazing ventures, please, one of you, just forward that email to us. So if we can get any email from HB that we can all send it to, so that we can be able to do it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we had 4 different thematic areas, and we want to celebrate the top 4 in every category. All right. As I call out your name, that is how you are going to do your pitch. So the name I call first will be up on stage first to do the pitch. The name I call first, the category or the thematic area I call first will be the category or thematic area that will go first. Final announcement before I announce, because a lot of you are looking at me like, bro, just announce, bro. Let's just announce. we will have a People's Choice category where out of the 16 that are here on stage doing the pitch, you guys will vote for one of them to be celebrated today. So instead of 4 gifts or 4 awards, how many are we doing? 5 categories. Are we good to go? Can we just do it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, maternal and child health. Dandada, Ukona, do you have anything for tension, like good music? Like, give me something. Do you want to do drum rolls on our laps, right? All right. All right. Here we go. Good music. Ladies and gentlemen, final pitch session. Maternal and child health. Once you hear your name, only one of you should please meet Natasha or who else at the back that they can give their PPT to. So you can please head on over to that amazing gentleman at the corner there. Please, just one of you will go there and submit your pitch so that we can be able to get your pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, maternal health, maternal and child health, and also doing the first pitch. Please, let's put our hands together for Safe Motherhood Alliance. Ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, well done. So get ready, you will be starting us off, so please hand over your presentation on that particular side. Number 2, in this category, please put your hands together for MScan. Who is MScan? MScan? Please, one of you go over, do your presentation, give out your presentation. You're doing the last pitch. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, please celebrate Vasmed. Who is Vasmed? There we go. Vasmed is here. And finally, in the maternal and child health, please let's put our hands together for Naurike. There we go. He was barely praying. He was just praying, ladies and gentlemen. Please, let's put our hands together for everybody else in that category. Congratulations. So, Safe Motherhood, MScan, Vasmed, Naurike. That's how we are starting it off. Ladies and gentlemen, second thematic area, global health security. In no particular order, but the top 4. Please, a round of applause for Acubed. Number 2, to do their pitch, is Elgard. That's a proper sigh of relief. So one person to give us a presentation. Number 3, Ultrateb. Oh, he's recording himself. Okay, fair. Number 4, Visicane. Climate and health. Number 1, Solarution. Number 2, Tonytail. Number 3, DL. And number 4, For Science. Who's perfect? Finally, non-communicable diseases. Ooh, this one's amazing. I saw all these amazing guys in this this one's amazing. First in this particular category to do the presentation, please let's put our hands together for We Cure. Second, Grow Kinesis. Number 3, Check Me. And number 4, had an opportunity to visit his stand. Please, we'll put your hands together for Chief Ralehundu Enterprises. Please put your hands together for all of them. That is our top 16. But please, put your hands together for yourself as well for being here, being among the top 53 that showed up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for this one, we have a special distinguished panel of judges that are going to be helping us in ensuring that our jury, our results are well tallied. Ladies and gentlemen, in no particular order, from Madiro Fund Manager, please a round of applause for Sharon Batamuriza. Ladies and gentlemen, from Africa Health Ventures, Miss Rowena Luke. Please put your hands together for our judges. 3 or 3rd, Chief Innovation Officer from Amref, Miss Caroline Mbindio. 4, from Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, Ghana. Please let's put our hands together for Mr. Wilberforce Owusu Ansah. Thank you, Prof. 5, founder of GAN Consulting, Mr. Elhaj Dembaba GAN. We also have from University of Toronto, Joseph Ferensborg. From Revitol, please a round of applause for Mr. Ronik Vora from Sales and Marketing. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, from Family Larson Foundation, please help me celebrate Mr. K. Kuchkao. Now, this is what's going to happen. They will have 3 minutes right here, just 3 minutes. In that 3 minutes, should have told us your problem, the solution you're offering, and how you're offering your solution. For our judges, because just of the sheer number of you guys, we'll just take one question, not too technical, because we assume that you should have probably asked all the questions downstairs. But this is just an overview, just to find out a little bit more about all our participants. But let me just find out from the judges. What should you expect? Prof, what should you expect?
Thank you very much. I think what we are expecting, mostly the best, to put it in short. We are looking at businesses that have the potential to really make an impact, not only in the African continent, but also beyond. And I think we do think that there are quite a number of them that are in that position. So that's the expectation.
What about you? What should we expect? What are you looking forward to?
Hi everyone. We're looking for the kind of businesses that can truly scale both in impact in terms of lives saved or lives improved, as well as in terms of financial scalability, policy scalability, geographic scalability. We're looking for that mix of what can we do to push the ecosystem forward.
Thank you very much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for our judges. A round of applause for the jury. Now, I'll be completely neutral because I love all of you guys the same way. I'm going to welcome our moderators for this particular session. Please, I want you to celebrate because they are phenomenal. They are special to us. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome Ms. Rhoda Phillip up on stage. A round of applause for her as she comes on up. And finally, I'd like us to welcome Dr. Princess Achingpong up on stage. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our judges. For our moderators, rather.
Thank you. How do you hold it?
Gonna use this one?
Both, in case. Perfect. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. As mentioned, my name is Rhoda Akwal Philip. I'm the Health Entrepreneurship Lead for the Africa Health Collaborative, serving within the Secretariat and based in Canada. Again, I just want to welcome all of you to the third day, the day we've all been waiting for. I know for our entrepreneurs, day one and day two were the labor days, the labor pains. And so today is the delivery day, the birth of fresh ideas. I know all of us have seen them, the birth of bold solution. And who knows, maybe today we will know who is the next big health venture across the continent. So I'm so excited. And I recognize the hard work that has gone into this event today. For the years I've been in entrepreneurship space, I know that entrepreneurship, especially in health space, dealing with human lives, is not for the weak. It is not for the faint-hearted people. I usually tell my friend that it is like cooking ugali. Who knows ugali? It looks simple, but it requires a lot of stirring the pot. So much energy, resilience and patience. Otherwise, you may end up with big lumps on your plates. And for ugali eaters, you know what that means. Those lumps, they don't taste best. But our entrepreneurs have been stirring their ideas, their solution with so much passion, discipline, and vision. And today, we are so excited that we will test the best results from the 16 that are going to pitch. So before I hand my mic to my amazing co-moderator, I would like to encourage our ventures that are going to pitch to really not be nervous. You've already shown, your solution is great. And I want you to remember that this AfyaFest is not just about competition. It is about community. And so, as today is a delivery day, think about your pitch as if you are going to introduce us to your newborn solution. And we, the audience, the community members, are the excited uncles and aunties that are really here to ululate and celebrate you for adding new member to our community of Africa Health Collaborative, especially health entrepreneurship. So thank you, and I wish you all the best. Now take it away to introduce us to the main meet.
Thank you very much, Rhoda. That was a good introduction. As you know, you can see on my Ghanaian sash, I am a princess. And I believe this is a royal event, a royal pitch. You are going to pitch as princes and princesses with all the vim and vigor you have, because Africa has the talents, it has the innovations, and we are here to witness. All of you seated here, I believe that even if you aren't in the 16, you are already a winner, and you go out there and you make it bigger. This afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, we would have the first set from the maternal and child health, pitching in 3 minutes and having 2 minutes of questions from our judges. The first on the line, we would like you to, with a round of applause, welcome Save Motherhood Alliance. Please, a round of applause. Thunderous round of applause. Save Motherhood Alliance. Save Motherhood Alliance. Do we have them? Okay, so they are still sending in their... Okay, so I'll run through all those who are going to pitch, and in that order, you will come here and present to us. Save Motherhood Alliance will be first, followed by MSCAN, then Vasmed, then we will have Noricane. That is Noricare. That is from the maternal and child health cohort. Then it will be followed by global health security presentations. The first would be Acubed, followed by Elgard. We will have Ultrated and Vesicane. These are interesting ones, and you wouldn't want to miss any of these presentations. After which we would have climate and health, Solarution, Tonitel, DL, and Foy Science. Then we move on to that big topic, non-communicable diseases. I can't wait to hear from these 4 ventures. 1, we care, we cure. 2, grow kinesis. 3, check me. And then we will have the chief. I want to see this chief Ralekudu Enterprise. A round of applause for our 16 selected ventures. Rhoda, what do you expect to hear from these ventures?
To be honest, I am expect to be blown away. I've listened to some of them, and I am really blown away by the level of innovation that our young folks, have been holding. And so this is really an opportunity for all of us to celebrate that.
So ladies and gentlemen, although MSCAN was the second, they are going to do the first presentation. With a round of applause, let's welcome MSCAN. Please, a round of applause. It's not easy. I hope you are not tense in the next 3 minutes. All the best.
Can I have the slide? Could I have some projection of the slides?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can understand the tension at the back there, everybody trying to send in their documents. Now, this is what we're going to do so that we can make it as fun as possible. Now, I told you about the people's choice, right? Right? So what I want you to do, and it's a huge favor I want you to do for me, at the end of this final presentation, I'm going to give you a QR code, and I want you to go into it, and I want you to remember the name of the one person that impressed you the most during this amazing pitch presentation. All right? So what I want you to, why is it important? Because we also want to know your thought processes. What did you like? What did you enjoy? Was it their confidence? Was it how they presented? All that is going to add up together. Then at the end of this particular session, we'll have one of us who's actually been here before, conquered this particular level. He's going to come up and he's going to talk to us, and he's going to just guide us through what we need to look forward to as we enjoy this rest of the afternoon. Now, let me just find out from some of you. Don't mention your project, by the way. Just tell me which one, as you went around, did you like the most? My good man with an amazing suit. Don't tell me yours, because I know you're here. And tell me what about it was interesting.
Thank you so much. The innovation that I enjoyed the most, it's tough to choose, but since I didn't get to really move around in my room, I enjoyed the innovation of Check Me, which is an ultrasound. It's a small portable ultrasound that's able to detect breast cancer. Yeah, so that innovation and how his business model was also impressive.
Please, a round of applause for Check Me. Where's Check Me? They should be around here somewhere. Where are you guys? Okay, they're part of the 16, so they're definitely doing that part. Let me find out from this particular side, hi, which one did you love? I saw yours, so which one did you like? That was not yours. You didn't move around. You were just okay. So she was focused on. What about you, sir? Which one did you like? Nigani ulipenda. Now you're using that to tell me that you are around your area as well. Okay, finally. No. I've used you a lot. Okay, here we go. Someone please stand up.
My favorite venture was Nilishe. That was my favorite one.
What was interesting about Nilishe? Because I loved it. The little jars and everything.
The little jars. They were really impressive. And also the mission, the goal for maternal healthcare was really impressive. They look at it at a nutritional point of view. Not many people are doing it from nutrition. They're doing it from tech. So I found that very unique.
Looking at it from nutrition, not really from tech. Please a round of applause for Nilishe. I think that was beautiful. Finally, let me look at this particular side. Let me see who I can use so that they can just tell me what they enjoyed. What did you enjoy? Which one did you enjoy?
I enjoyed CRU for the chief. He's doing quite a great work on training the disabled on entrepreneurial skills. And I think it's something that will change the world. Yeah.
Beautiful. So ladies and gentlemen, just in a nutshell, about all the amazing stuff that we're doing. So I think we should be ready with the first particular one. So ladies and gentlemen, at this particular juncture, I'd like us to please put our hands together as we officially now welcome MSCAD.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, my name is Innocent Menyo, and I'm a medical imaging specialist. So many years back, when I was deployed in low-resource settings during my medical training, very remote area, someone being trained in, doing ultrasound scans, I noticed that many mothers actually were not getting ultrasound scan services. And we know the need for ultrasound scan services. WHO recommends at least 4 ultrasound scans in the course of pregnancy. So mothers weren't getting the much needed ultrasound scans, and I had to rotate in dental surgery, something I'm not trained to do. So this inspired me come up with MScan. MScan is a portable ultrasound device that works on a laptop, a tablet, and mobile phones. And with the power of MScan, we are able to do ultrasound on these very portable gadgets. To zoom into the actual problem, there are the existing big ultrasound machines. These are very expensive. They use a lot of power. You need quite some bit of sophisticated training to be able to operate this machine. But also in the limited setting, this can't apply in these rooms. So at MScan, we've proposed a portable ultrasound machine that can fill this gap and be able to bring down all the mortalities that we do have associated with lack of affordable diagnostics. By the WHO, we see that 67% of deaths in maternal health can actually be averted by actual and real-time diagnostics that are able to detect these risk factors. For example, we've seen mothers with low-lying placenta, that's placenta previa. We've seen reduced amniotic fluid levels. And with the power of MScan, we've seen this work in the low-resource settings. So the MScan device, like I said, it can fit in your pocket, and it can fit in your bag, and you're able to even move it into your backpack, down into the low-resource settings, and able to do ultrasound scan at a fraction of the price of what a big ultrasound machine would cost. But also, most importantly, the low-resource settings don't have enough access to power. So MScan uses very little power, and we leverage the connection via a USB port. So this is our device is able to plug into. We are leveraging data over the last course of 4 years that we've deployed our machines. We are leveraging data to do computational ultrasound, and we're able to predict certain risk factors of maternal mortality, especially around the placenta. We've scanned over 8,000 mothers, seen over 100 complications. We've, of course, done a lot of validations in medical camps, and we're still able to detect all these complications. Yes, so with our competitive edge, we stand out because we're able to do training, but also our device uses very little power, and it's, of course, very affordable. Our business model, we make money through direct sale of the devices. We also have a lease model where we earn every time a patient pays when a scan is done, and this is very, very promising. So this is the impact and the sales we've made across the time we've been in operation. We've sold over 50 devices. We are in over 30 clinics where we're generating a lot of data and even expanding to different geographies. We've been to Kenya, expanding to Congo, and now in Namibia. Yeah, so these are our partners, Afrexim Bank, IDEA, with whom we train, and Via Global that distribute our devices. And these are the words over the course of the years. This is the amazing team with a lot of experience in medical imaging, data science, medicine, and also ex-director of R&D from Johnson & Johnson. Yeah, so my appeal to you is to join the journey for MScan. MScan is not just a product, it's a promise to pregnant mothers. MScan, save a mother, save a life.
Great pitch, in a sense. My question for you is, sounds like an amazing device. It's already commercial, it's lower cost, it's manufactured in Africa. What is it going to take to have this be the default ultrasound available at every primary care center in Uganda? What does that leap forward in order to get the market uptake across the country?
Yeah, that's a great question. So right now we are appealing to Ministry of Health because we want to be the people leading that deployment in health centers. But what we want from Ministry of Health is, of course, is some capital injection into what we are doing. So currently we're raising $500K to be able to at least reach health center fours in the different, bigger regions. Then we would use that even as a bigger proof to maybe even expand to other countries.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. How do you feel?
I feel great.
Thank you. Please, a round of applause. It's going to be fast. And so, without much ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's have Save Motherhood Alliance. Please, a round of applause.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Musala Mwanza, and I'm the founder and CEO of Safe Motherhood Alliance. Meet Sarah. Sarah is 8 months pregnant, and in a couple of weeks' time, a traditional birth attendant will cut her umbilical cord with a rusty blade and apply toothpaste for quick healing. For Sarah and her baby, there is no such thing as a routine pregnancy. Every year, more than 300,000 women and 2.7 million babies die during the brief prenatal period between a baby's birth and a baby's first month. I know all this because it happened to me 4.5 years ago when I was pregnant myself, and the hospital asked me to provide my own birth materials for my childbirth. No scalpel blade, no delivery mat, no gloves. I was shocked that I had to provide these items myself, but I was lucky I could afford it, and I had a healthy son. But I was disappointed that 1 in 7 babies and 1 in 10 mothers died because of this. Our solution is Safe Motherhood Alliance. We provide sterilized baby delivery kits to pregnant women in low-income communities and rural areas. We also train traditional birth attendants or the community midwives in these areas to be able to work in these areas as well as distribute the kits. So they're essentially our distribution agents. If a woman had to buy these items herself that are requested by the Ministry of Health, I should mention, it would cost her anywhere between $30 to $50. When they buy them from us, it costs her $10. We also have an app where women are able to register and receive our products and services. In our first year, we worked on a pilot project with the Ministry of Health. I have to tell you, they gave us their worst performing clinic. I think they're trying to scare us off. But because we had a 100% success rate, this allowed us to have an MOU with the Ministry of Health, enabling us to work in other parts of the country, in other facilities. Our business model is threefold. We are an end-to-end supply chain management. We manufacture some of the products in the kit, and we also provide logistics for the kits. We're able to manufacture some of the items in the kit to reduce the cost that's there. We also are able to deploy these kits in the community hospitals and clinics through our MOU with the Ministry of Health. We also have the distribution agents who are the TBAs, and we're able to deploy the kits through them. And they earn a commission of every kit that they sell. this is one of our agents training. We work with women in the communities because we know that they understand the communities very well. And there are a lot of cultural issues attached to childbirth. This is our TAM. We're looking to capture 10% of the market because 20 million pregnant women are at risk right now in sub-Saharan Africa. Our competitors are also our collaborators. So these are clinics, these are chemists, as well as traditional birth attendants. Our traction is so far, we've distributed over 100,000 baby delivery kits in Zambia and DRC. Our impact to date, the numbers speak for themselves. We've been able to distribute, these numbers are from last year alone, and the impact is from last year alone. Our financials,
All right.
last year we did over 100K, and I'll end there. If the judges have any other questions, I'm here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Safe Motherhood. Beautiful. So we have a question from one of our judges.
Amazing what you're doing, especially saving mothers. I wanted to ask you, the products which are part of the kit, what is locally manufactured and what is procured? And if it's procured, is it from within Africa or outside of Africa?
That's a great question. So there are 7 key items that are in the kit that are mandatory as requested by Ministry of Health to allow you to give birth from the public health facilities. If you give birth from a private hospital, obviously it's covered with your insurance. From those items, we manufacture 2 items in the kit. So we manufacture the umbilical cord clamps using 3D printed technology. We do this to reduce the cost of goods. We also manufacture the sanitary pads. So I'm a civil engineer by training, and I tend to put back my engineering hat on when I realize, we've got a problem, especially to do with logistics. So we manufacture the sanitary pads alone. We use banana fiber because it's the most effective tool for us. It absorbs liquids, and it's literally free because we're able to work with the banana fibers farmers in Zambia to be able to collect this. So we're able to, using reverse engineering, turn a waste product into a sterile product.
Thank you very much, Safe Motherhood. Please a round of applause for her. Beautiful. Remember, all you need to remember for the People's Choice Award is the name of the venture. So if it's Safe Motherhood, if it's the next one, please feel free to do that. Please.
Please do that. Isn't that powerful? Yes. So now let's welcome the next change maker, VazMed. Welcome. Round of applause.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Chris, co-founder and CEO of VazMed, and what an honor it is to be in a room full of people who believe in the power to change the world. And I think this week we've heard a lot of important numbers, but for Vaz, the most powerful number of all is 3. In fact, let's try something, if you will. 3, 2, 1. That's the same kind of silence that patients and providers are left with when 33% of all women bleed unusually from their uterus at some point in their lives. Now, thankfully, there is a very well-established procedure called hysteroscopy that was designed precisely to screen and treat the inside of the uterus. But unfortunately, unfortunately, this gold standard of care uses equipment that is far too painful, so we need to use general anesthesia, as well as far too costly, up to $50,000 and above. So we often confine these procedures to operating theaters, creating a massive bottleneck in care. So for example, back home, 1 in 3 of our mothers, of our sisters, of our leaders have to wait 9 months for fair care. And this is a global crisis. In France, the average waiting period is 6 months. In the UK, over 580,000 women wait for care. And in the US, over half the rural population don't even have access to gynecology. So for us, the only way to really combat this crisis head on is to deliver on 3 promises in unison. Firstly, care that is as affordable for the patient as what it is for the provider. Secondly, care that is close to home. And thirdly, care that is gentle enough so that recovery doesn't last for months on end. So I'd like to introduce you to Flexigyn and Digigyn. Through Flexigyn, we're able to deliver care that's 50 times more affordable. So instead of $50,000, we're looking at $1,000 to $2,000. Care that's close to home, because thanks to our patented navigation system, we can do away with those painful tools associated with general anesthesia. And so therefore, we can deliver care and place it in primary healthcare clinics. So in South Africa, that means we're able to deliver care within 5 kilometers distance for 90% of our population. Pair that with DigiGuide, our AI-powered transcription tool, and we can go from voice to visually rich reports within minutes of the patient's arrival. I'm honored enough to be retelling the story written by titans in the industry. One of them might be quite familiar to you already, and I won't, for the sake of brevity, I won't spend too much time on our team slide. It has been an incredible 5 years for us. We've built 4 models, 2 of which we've piloted or trialed rather in the hands of professionals through 2 usability trials. One of those have been published in an American paper. And in our next pilot, we partner with a private healthcare chain called MediClinic, where we take the data and apply for US FDA so that we can really hyperdrive our adoption rate. In short, we need $1 million to help 3 million women by 2030. Because as a child of a single mother, I can tell you that society needs it now more than ever. Thank you.
Much, guys. Please a round of applause for him. So, any of our judges? Any question? Any comment? Okay, so behind you can pass the mic. Check.
Thank you for your presentation. I have one question regarding the money you need to raise. It's equity, debt, and what is the strategy that you have actually to raise the $1 million?
Yeah, so we're currently raising equity funding. I think for the stage that we're at, we need to attract partners that can affect follow-on funding. So there's quite a heavy reciprocal there. Obviously, we unlock quite a lot of value once we get FDA and we clear the 510K process. A lot of validation will come from this clinical trial as well. And so we're really looking for partners that can unlock this. We're seeing this round of funding as being catalytic. And so, you know, once we activate the partners now and they've got actual skin in the game, then we can really grow from there. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for VASMED, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All the best.
Wow. Wow. Bold solution, big money. All right. The next change maker is coming. Now Recare. Round of applause, please. Please, please.
Now Recare. Please one more time for Now Recare.
Hi. It's been quite a day, right? Okay, so this is Noricare. Let me tell you a story. It's actually a true story. So growing up among ladies, growing up among girls as a young married man, like it's actually difficult to see ladies, to see your partner struggle, go through pains, right? Now, if you look at the statistics that has to do with fibroids and PCOS, it's mind-blowing. At the age of 14, a young girl actually experiences PCOS. At that age, how would you expect that lady or that young girl to actually know and understand what she's going through? That is the current situation we are facing. And between 6 to 13% reproductive age growth, right, in that age gap, you would find out that 70% of this actually goes undiagnosed. This is just PCOS. Now let's come to fibroids. I believe most women here, most girls here can relate to this problem. So where does Noricare comes in? Noricare is saying that we are actually riding on the bed of the community. If the community is able to understand, to embrace what actually PCOS is, what fibroids is, then we can actually go further to go through our solution. So we are saying that this is more than technology. when you look at the age prevalence with regards to PCOS, you could actually find out that the prevalent age that that actually happens in this age, it is between 20 to 25 years. So at Noricare, what we are saying is that the community is actually our bedrock, is our foundation, and on top of it happens to be an application and a USSD platform. So the application is also embedded with AI symptom checker. The application is also embedded with a hospital that would actually link with these clinics and all that, right? And the USSD actually connects with these local or rural areas, right? And for us to scale, we are saying that we are developing an IoT device, right? Because if we are able to detect fibroids and PCOS at an early stage, right, it will save us a long period, it will save us a long time, right? So this IoT device is an AI symptom checker that is also going to help and also help ladies and young girls to understand what they are truly going through. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Noricare. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Noricare. I'll go straight to our jury. All right, hand almost immediately. Let's go.
Regarding the AI system, do you have a review approach that an expert or healthcare practitioner checks the content that the AI is producing and creating and providing to the mothers and to the women?
Yes. So currently, I work with gynecologists and endocrinologists who serves as advisors on Noricare, and also with the AI checker. So they actually give us what is it called, the knowledge of how we can tailor make it, right, to suit whatever that we are developing. Coming from a background of tech, I actually would definitely have these connections with these hospitals, right? Lots of research to go into it, and for us to have that user-centered system to make it work out. And the AI checker is also designed in such a way that when you prompt it, you know, lots of us actually, we are used to words, right? But then this AI checker is actually presenting it to you in an analytical form that you can easily relate, right? For it to also advise and tell you that, okay, this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to also do to take care of yourself.
Thank you very much, Noricare. Please a round of applause for Noricare. All the best. Please, let's put our hands together for everybody that was in that particular category, maternal health, maternal and child health. Safe Motherhood Alliance, a round of applause for them. MScan, Vasmed, and Noricare. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, let's put our hands together for that amazing category. Beautiful.
Thank you. And with that, we are going to zoom straight into global health security. The room looks so quiet. Let me teach you some chi. When it is getting tough, I know right now the best place to be is in your seat and not to be a judge, because it is getting tougher. And in Ghana, we will say, aye, let's all say, aye, say, aye, very good. So, ladies and gentlemen, from the global health security in this order, Acubed, Elgard, Ultrated, and Visicane, shall we welcome the first Acubed. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Beautiful. Now, as Acubed comes on up, DL, please see me at the back. DL, please come and see me at the back. Please, one more time, let's put our hands together for Acubed.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've never been so lucky and feel so lucky to be alive until you have crossed the way of the edge of death. So that happened to me in 2015, whereby I got diagnosed with a problem of my liver while it was just malaria. I went to a doctor. He told me, my friend, you have a problem of liver. You need to go to see this particular person. While it was a problem of malaria. And apparently, it's also a problem when someone have been eating a lot of avocado. My name is Nengo Ali, and what I'm coming here to solve, and of course I'll need all of your support, is to make sure that each and every person can be able to access each and every diagnostic lab test wherever they are, whenever they want it. In Africa, we came to realize that 19%, or only 19% of the diagnostic facilities or health facilities can access the basic diagnostic lab test. And that have become a problem that costs money, it costs health, and it also costs time to the different people that accessing those particular facilities. Our solution is when we are coming in, while we are providing a mobile application that will connect all the facilities to each other, and also that can be accessible by all the patients. That is going to save them money, time, and also any other problems that they might encounter in that way while getting to the other facility. Our business model is a B2B2C, whereby we will be connecting and having 20% 20% into the 100% of the test, and also we will be providing a particular income onto the facility that has provided the sample to test. Our traction so far is that we have over 10 facilities, because that is from 2023, and we have piloted our pilot into Awasa and all the other cities, and it have been very, very successful with 95% of satisfaction. Now, that is our milestone. We have more to coming in as USSD and also AI, and that is our financial numbers. We are going to break through into the 10 coming months. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nengo Ali. I have a co-founder who is an Ethiopian, a medical doctor. And by now, what we are trying to do is that instead of having another person who might be endangered in life due to a particular way, they don't have to test his samples, and they can even send him somewhere else, whereby he will also be able to go to another facility because they cannot do so. Let's try to join Acubed by its solution collab and make the solution to that particular problem that is making every African life in problem. Thank you very much.
And then we have the timer. Please, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them. I think they've done an amazing job. Judges, jury, we have a question here already.
Hi. So this is a really great, there's a lot of misdiagnostic problems. So this is good. So my question would be, can you talk very briefly, what's the journey of your partners? So if you're working with a lab or a hospital facility, what does that look like? Like, how are they using your services? Like, in very simple terms, but just give us the journey through.
In a simple term, I'm getting to a facility. They cannot test my sample. I use the mobile application. They come, they collect my sample, test this to another facility, and I get my result to my phone. I don't have to move so that I can spend money, time, and also put my health in danger.
Are you, because you talk in future, are you operating right now?
Yeah, so right now, as we have over than 10, so far we have over than 10 health facility partners. We are into discussion with the 2 health insurances and also with the private clinic association. We are planning to start our operation officially in 3 months.
All right, please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Acubed. Thank you very much.
Another one for my fellow. You go suffer no more. Thank you very much.
Indeed, you will suffer no more.
Amen.
That was a sigh of relief for you. Thank you very much. Now, the journey is going to Elgard. A round of applause. A round of applause as she models to the stage. Elgard, you are welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Okay, so just a quick one. How many of us here came with any form of road transport? I mean, no one came here with a helicopter, right? Okay, yeah. My name is Helen Okereke from Nigeria, and I am the co-founder and CEO of Elgard. Just a little story. My co-founder had an accident last year, and he was just there without any help. For more than 30 minutes, he couldn't get any help. That was in the up countries in Rwanda where we study. For more than 30 minutes, he could not get any help. And even when help came, they were like, oh, in Rwanda, there's the policy that the police have to come first to take pictures or evidence of the scene before anything can happen. And this birthed Elgad. So we made our research and we found out that this is how a lot of people die. Most people die not just because of the crash or accident, but because of delayed emergency response. And we came up with this, Elgad, which stands for lifeguard. So just like the black box in an airplane, Elgad is the duplicate in road transport. So when installed in cars and motorcycles, it's able to track every movement, the speed, acceleration, everything of the vehicle. And then when an accident, when you have Elgad, you know that once anything happens, help is assured. All right. So let's just see a simple demo of how Elgad works. All right. Okay.
Easy to mount, ready to guard you. With real-time data tracking, Elgad records every movement. In the case of overspeeding or risk, Elgad alerts you. Because every second can save a life.
Now, this is Elgad. So for our business model, we're looking at B2B and B2C, whereby we directly sell to customers, and also we are approaching insurance companies, the government, which need this device the most. So part of our scalability plan, we are going to pilot with insurance companies because it's a win-win for us. So their customers will also be our customer, and that way it's easier for us to integrate. Next. Okay, so far, we've made a working prototype, and of course, this device works. So when installed in a motorcycle or anything, you have a dashboard where it can track every activity. And when an accident happens, the hospitals around you already knows about that. Okay, so we are selling this device for 30 USD per one, and also there's a monthly subscription of 0.65 USD for everyone who has bought this device. And of course, we spent like 20 USD to make this, so we are gaining like 10 USD per device we sell. And in 8 months, we are hoping to have gained enough money to start manufacturing from Africa. So these are our competitors, and of course, there is a clear difference between us and our competitors. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Elgad.
Let's drive safe. And every second counts.
Absolutely. Please, a round of applause for Elgad. So just hold on stage. Just hold on, Elgad, on stage. Please, we'll get one from the judges.
So how does Elgad protect privacy? So if I'm speeding and I don't want my insurance company to know and raise my rates, how do you make sure that I can control my information?
Okay. So for every user of Elgad, you have a private dashboard for yourself. So everything we've been tracking right now is not coming from anywhere but your dashboard. So no one else is going to see it. And the only time we need to give out your information is when you have an accident. And of course, that's the partnership we're having with the insurance companies and the police too. So in the case where, most times an accident happens and then the whole thing changes. It's like, oh, who caused it? No one. The story changes, right? So, but with Elgad, everything is tracked. Your speed before the accident, everything is tracked. Yeah.
Very much, Elgad. In short, your insurance is going to find out. Please, a round of applause for Elgad, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
So exciting and so scary. We've just seen one unique approach, and we are now shifting to another one, and that is the beauty of entrepreneurship. Many paths, one purpose. So please, my fellows, put our hand together to welcome our next change maker, Ultra Tab.
Okay, hello everybody. So let's start by saying we're waiting for the presentation, but until then, if hospitals and medical facilities cannot afford critical medical supplies, it is the patients that pay with their lives. I am Dr. Mohammed Dabis, co-founder and CEO of UltraTib. UltraTib was born as a family startup. I co-founded it with myself, Dr. Yasmin, my sister, a medical doctor with a double master's degrees in hospital management and gynecology, and Dr. Mohammed Hani, a pharmacist with over a decade's experience in the healthcare supply chain. Myself, I'm a serial entrepreneur in love with technology. But I was a medical doctor at some point. It was during this time that I saw countless families helplessly waiting because hospitals struggled to secure the necessary medical supplies needed to treat their loved ones. This stems out of three deep-rooted inefficiencies. One, the multiple intermediaries, which increase costs by more than 50% in a continent where people can barely afford healthcare. Two, hospitals have limited cash flow, preventing them from having adequate stocks from necessary medical supplies. And three, the unpredictable supply chain in Africa, always leading to stockouts. This is where UltraTib comes in. We connect hospitals directly with manufacturers, eliminating the entire intermediary chains. Secondly, we partner with banks and financial institutions to provide embedded financing installment plans. And three, we use all this data to predict shortages before they even happen. Ultra Finance is our fintech solution that enables hospitals to buy over a 6-month installment plan using embedded finance, zero interest. The medical procurement market in Africa and Middle East is over $100 billion US. Medical consumables alone count for $21 billion US. Our business model is simple. We take 12% on everything sold through our e-commerce and 2 to 4% on the financing facilitation. We started in the end of 2022. Q1, we only did $16,000 US. Today, we have more than $800,000 US, serving more than 50 medical facilities. But most importantly, we are reducing costs to patients more than 20%, indirectly impacting more than 100,000 patients. Our dream is to reach millions across Africa. We're currently raising our seed round of investment of $500,000 US to help scale across the continent and reach the scalability and impact we want. So ladies and gentlemen, help us do our part in bringing affordable and accessible healthcare to Africa and beyond. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for UltraTib. Beautiful. Judges, here we go. Hand up. Almost immediately. Let's go.
Thank you for the pitch, Mahmoud. That was excellent. My question is if you could elaborate a bit more on your predictive technology and how you will actually use data to prevent stockouts.
Okay, that's very important. So there are multiple factors. The first thing, for example, we have manufacturers, 10 manufacturers that have syringes on our platform. We monitor real time the inventory they have. So for example, if 3 manufacturers close the stock that they have, that means we will see demand on the other 7 manufacturers. So we're able to predict either stockouts or price increase. Not only that, we also track geographical supply chain routes to prevent stockouts. For example, when there was issues in Yemen and there was hitting, we know that, for example, Egypt, 80% of cannula is imported from India. So we know that within 3 months, Egypt's going to face a cannula problem. So this is where we provide dedicated critical notifications to all our customers to prevent stockouts.
All right. Thank you very much. The judges look happy. Please a round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. That was simply stunning. All the best, my brother. All the best.
To be honest, our innovators make pitching look so easy. I remember my first pitch, I was sweating in air-conditioned room. I gave up. That's why I'm supporting entrepreneurs. I want us to put our hand together to welcome our next innovator, VC Kane.
Please put your hands together for VC Kane as she comes on now. Oh, here we go.
More random of applause. That is already a pitch.
Thank you. My name is Ikia Asari Ankoma, an optometrist by profession with 10 years experience in practice. And what we saw is the reality of about 22 billion people globally who are struggling to find their way in their environment. Either they rely on caregivers to help them move around, or they rely on this cane, which is barely insufficient, like you saw in my fall. It wasn't intentional. It was just to bring you to the reality many of these people experience in our environment. And like I mentioned, globally, it's estimated that about 22.2 billion people live with visual impairment, severe visual impairment, and 1 billion are blind. When you come over to our African landscape, we have about 24 million people also living with visual impairment and blindness. And we notice that, with all this ongoing, if someone needs to be able to move around comfortably, either someone has to drop out of school or stop his or her career just so they can provide care for their immediate family members. And so what do we seek to do at Visicane? To boost the confidence of people that are blind, to be able to move around without having to rely on anyone. How? By providing a smart cane that can help people to move around and navigate their environment just like how they would have moved around with their caregivers or their family members. How does Visicane work? Amma, I like to call her, is a smart cane that has sensor technologies, embedded, AI embedded, and Amma is able to pick obstacles in the environment, send a haptic feedback and an audio feedback to tell the person that is blind that there is danger ahead of you, and also inform the person on the decision to take. In the event where Amma doesn't know or the blind person doesn't know what decision to take, an emergency call alert is sent over to the person's immediate caregiver, and then his or her GPS location is shared so that the caregiver can just move over there and support his family or his loved one. Currently, the model we are seeking to bring to the market is a retrofit model where Amref intelligence unit is going to be fitted onto the existing white cane just so that they can become comfortable and over time upgrade to the reality Amref seeks to bring. And here's a short demonstration of how Amref works. Could you please play the video from there for me? Thank you. So if I had Amma, the fall here wouldn't have happened, because if you can see there, I just navigated from whatever obstacle I encountered, because right in my ear, I had a Bluetooth device that alerted me and showed me what to do. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Visicane. Beautiful. Love the innovation, love the science behind it. Jury, anybody with any comment, compliment, question? Here we go.
Very cool product, and I love that it's an African homegrown solution. What's the cost for this?
So the retrofit model is going to cost us about $350. And what it's going to come with is that we would have to take the old cane and then refabricate the top parts so that we can have a battery component being inbuilt and then fit the retrofit on it for it to function. Thank you.
There we go. Please, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Visicane.
Oh, you shouldn't wait to be told to clap. Clap for Amma, including the Amma cane. Thank you so much. What I also see is that we have a lot of political figures. Did you see the Egyptian? When he was presenting, he looked like he was on a political platform. He can really convince investors, and this is what we are beginning to see. And we challenge you that when you have such opportunities, go give it a good go, because you can, because you are pitching so well, and we hope to see our investors and our stakeholders in governments also help us. So we are moving directly to climate and health. And now we have Solarution, who is going to take the lead. Let's welcome Solarution.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nisreen. I came all the way from Morocco to present Solarution, a water and cooling technology. So imagine you're in an African village where it's very hot, water is scarce, and there is no way to keep food and medicine from spoiling. This is the reality for more than 400 million people across Africa. So this is where Solarution comes in. What we do is that we harness solar energy in order to produce water through desalination units. And then we do recycle the heat from this first unit in order to produce refrigeration, 2 in 1. This is not magic. This is only a patented technology in which we transform sun to water to cooling, a closed loop where everything is transformed and nothing is lost. This solution can be used in drought, even in war zones, in disasters. It can serve hospitals, clinics, farmers, and even households. So up to date, our product work map is based on, it has started with a very bold idea. We have our first prototype, a national patent, and we are seeking an international exposure with the US patent, a refined prototype, and then market penetration. So we believe that our strength doesn't only rely on the idea, but also on the team behind. There is myself. I bring my expertise in sustainable design. I am helped with my 2 co-founders that are not here, unfortunately, today, Zuhir and Muhsin, who are deep researchers in renewable energies. So our request is $250K US in order to produce this product locally in Africa. And this is an invitation to everyone who believe that sun is no longer a threat, but a solution. Solarution. Asante sana.
You definitely won the Kenyan vote there with your Asante sana. Now, Solarution, the sun is no longer a problem.
Thank you for your presentation. I have one question regarding the cost. My second question is, what is your strategy in terms of market penetration compared to the competitors that you already have on the market producing or proposing similar product? Thank you.
So first of all, I would like to underline that we don't have any competitors up to date. This is a very unique technology in which we have 2 in 1 sustainable solution in which we produce water and refrigeration at the same time, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Concerning the market penetration, we want to work with the local distributors in order to serve households and farmers at first time, and then local NGOs to serve underserved communities. For the cost of one machine is about $2,500.
All right, here we go. Please a round of applause for Solarution. Thank you very much. Now, I think she deserves a much better round of applause. Please a round of applause for her. And the fact that she finished in Swahili. Next time, just say merci and asante sana. That's it. Top. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you having a good time? No. Are you having a good time? Are you as amazed as I am with some of these innovations? Please put your hands together for everybody that has come up on stage so far, yeah? Now, I'm going to allow my judges just to breathe in and out, just to start with tabulation in just a little bit. We'll continue with Tony Tell, DL, and For Science in just a little bit. But I want us to stretch a little bit. Please be up on your feet. Be up on your feet. Let's do something small. Just stretch a little bit, yeah? Just put your hands up, stretch a little bit. Beautiful. All right. Now, these guys have told me, even me, my time is up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now this is what's going to happen. Now, the one thing that we're known for in Kenya is a safari, all right? I know every other country will tell us we have a safari in their country. It's not as cool as ours, by the way. I'm just telling you the truth. It's not as cool as Kenya's. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. So when I say we're going on a safari, I want you to walk around. So leave your seat, just walk around. So ladies and gentlemen, let's go on a safari. Just walk around. Just walk around. Just move from your seat. Give somebody next to you a high five as you meet them on the road there. Just give them a good high five. Ask them, how are they doing? Beautiful. That is phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That is question. That is instruction number 1. All right. Instruction number 2. For you to go for a proper safari, you need to pack your bags, right? So when I say I want you to pack your bags, I want you in groups of 2, pretend as if you're carrying something into your pickup or your car. So ladies and gentlemen, let's pack our bags. So pack our bags in groups of 2. Remember, in groups of 2. So get a partner and do as if you're packing your bag. Beautiful. So you're packing your bags. Now, instruction number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Once you get for your safari, you will have an opportunity to watch a game. So as you're watching game, as you're enjoying the animals, the elephants, the lions, and everything, you're in groups of 3, and I want you to put your binoculars on. So groups of 3, look for an extra person. Now you're in groups of 3. So binoculars on. You have to be in 3s, right? If you're not in 3s, I'm going to call you up on stage to dance with me. Beautiful. Oh, I love it, DJ. Thank you very much for that song. We are on a safari. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, you went to one of our parks that has no good roads. Where there's an elephant, always an elephant. But you guys got stuck, but you need a 4th person to help you push your truck. So get a 4th person to help you push your truck. So 4 people, ladies and gentlemen. I want it to look very distinctively, 4 people. Beautiful, beautiful. And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, you've watched your game, you've pushed your truck. I want you to get a 5th person, and I want you to drink whatever you're drinking, whatever soda, whatever drink you're drinking. Beautiful. I think we have the game now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to go on a safari. Move around, move around. Go on a safari, move around, move around, move around, move around. Move around, leave your people, leave whoever you're holding hands with. Move around. Give me that music, DJ. Leave them, but no touch, no holding hands. Move around, move around, move around. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to push a truck. 4 people, push a truck, 4 people. 4 people, 4 people, there we go, 4 people. Get the 4th person, ladies and gentlemen, get the 4th person, get the 4th person. Where's the 4th person? Pushing a truck, I want you to see push a truck. Push a truck, push a truck, push a truck. All right, let's go on a safari, let's move on, Go on a safari, go on a safari. Move on, ladies and gentlemen, move on, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pack your bags in groups of 2. Pack your bags in groups of 2. Beautiful. Pack your bags. Pack your bags. All right, finally, go on a safari. One last safari. Let's go. Let's go. Move around. Move around. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to drink some tea. 5 people. Drink some tea. 5 people. Get some 5 people. Beautiful. Awesome. Now, hold up, DJ. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in that group of 5, I just want you guys to share what has been amazing about this conference so far. In a group of 5, I want you guys just to discuss amongst yourself. What have you enjoyed so far? What has been phenomenal for you guys so far? What have you loved about being in Nairobi, being in this particular facility so far? The games? What have you enjoyed so far, ladies and gentlemen? What have you loved? What has been your highlight so far? Beautiful. What have you loved so far? What have you enjoyed so far? Find out how you guys can come together and collaborate. How do you come together and bring all your tech together, all your geniusness together? How do you work together? Very important for us. How do you work together? Your solutions. How do your solutions cut across different parts of this continent? Beautiful. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. You may take your seats. A round of applause for yourselves for being such an amazing crowd. Thank you very much. Take your seats. Take your seats. Beautiful. Take your seats, kind. These guys are networking properly here. Well done. That is exactly what we wanted. All right. Oh, DJ, I see what you're trying to do with me now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back Dr. Princess to take us through the next session. It's on now?
Hello?
Here we go.
Okay, thank you very much. I believe you are so energized to listen to our next big ideas. The idea is to put Africa on the global map as the best in thinkers, in innovation, and in entrepreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Tony Tell. Tony Tell. Tony Tell. Please, a round of applause. In the next 3 minutes.
Thank you. Hello. My name is Peter Tonka, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Tony Tell. My beloved country, Ghana, has made a remarkable achievement with the National Health Insurance Scheme. For this reason, over 90% of healthcare facilities, both in the public and in the private sector, accept national health insurance. And they render these services to people who hold these cards and come to the hospital. But here lies the problem. The time comes when they want to claim, the health facility wants to claim what they have rightfully earned at the end of the period. But they are hit with huge deductions. They send their claim, the claim value and the reimbursement does not match, simply because of system errors and human errors. That is why we built Tonytel. It is smart, AI-powered, fully automated. It is able to give you an almost error-free claims that you submit, and we guarantee you, if you use Tonytel, you will lose no money anymore. So facilities that use us lose money no more. How do we do this? We get in touch with the healthcare facilities. We install it into their system. They begin to use it right from the start till the end. And we are doing this by helping and enhancing the financial accessibility for healthcare facilities, so they are able to receive what they have rightfully earned at the end of the period. And when we do this, we contribute greatly and significantly to the universal health coverage, thereby reducing out-of-pocket payment. So people are not turned away when they come to the hospital. They are rendered. The market is huge because there is no other competitor. There is no other competitor today solving this problem. We have over 10,000 healthcare facilities. If we just get only 10%, if we get only 10% of such facilities, we become, with our dual revenue or our dual business model, we are able to receive over 1 million annually. This is a team. I am coming with an experience in health entrepreneurship, and these are nurses. Why are we so unique? We are the people who understand the local pain point, and we are solving them with global standards. We are here seeking for $150,000 to increase our infrastructure, to scale our infrastructure, get more facilities, healthcare providers on board into the system. Tonytel, we say we are not just a system. We are creating the next change. It's a game changer for any facility and in the financial sector. Hallelujah. By the way, I'm a pastor, so this kind of errors, you cannot allow them. Thank you very much for your time. You can contact us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Bishop Tonytel. Any suggestion?
Hi.
Hi.
So could you talk a bit what your business model is? So that's number one. And then the second one, I saw that you have tested or run a pilot. Can you talk a bit about that?
All right.
The pilot as, because that is what validates your business, right?
Yes.
So could you talk about those two things?
Thank you very much for the question. Yes, we have started our pilot rollout. we did our initial first pilot, which was just the testing. And right now we are doing our pilot rollout, and this one will lead us to the official rollout of the system. And we have done that for a lot of hospitals. Currently, my team is at another hospital in Kintampo called Sunkwa. Sunkwa gave us records of how they have lost over 12,000 in the month of March alone. They told us, if you have the solution, if you can really help us save money, then we'll pay you for your system. So we are in the current rollout stage. We've never sought for funding. We've been doing all this through bootstrapping, and right now we think we know the solution. We have what it takes to solve that, and we want support, we want partnership, we want to join a lot of communities as much as possible. Okay, so on record we have 2, but on the pipeline, because we don't have a huge team, the training, once we go to a hospital, it is just a team. They go to one hospital at a time, and we conduct the training. We install it, we conduct the whole training for the hospital. So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Tony Tell. Please a round of applause for Tony Tell. Hallelujah, indeed.
Hallelujah. To be honest, if I were the judge, I would be very confused at the moment. But every solution is just amazing, amazing. So much energy, so much clarity and conviction. Huh? Anyway, let's move to the next innovator. The chance is for DL. Please take it away.
Please put your hands together for DL as she comes on up, ladies and gentlemen.
So this is DL. DL is a plant-based hair care product line, which was founded from my frustration. In my first and second year in KNUSD, I struggled with stunted growth and dandruff. I used several products because I really wanted to solve this issue. Most of the products promised to make my hair stronger and healthier, but at the end, they just wasted my money and made my problem worse. So, in my quest to find a solution, I decided to embark on a research to find ingredients, plant-based ingredients, that when combined together will promote hair growth and make my hair stronger, healthier, and beautiful. So I started with only the hair oil. I formulated it just for myself. The initial plan wasn't to commercialize it, it was just for myself. I used the product, the hair oil. My roommate saw the massive change in my hair. She also opted to use the hair oil, and she loved it. So she gave me the idea, Deborah, we are both not the only people in Ghana and in the world facing this problem. Why don't you commercialize it and help other people restore their confidence and have a healthy hair? So that was when I decided to commercialize the DL hair products. So, since our conception in 2022, we've been able to get over 800 customers. We've made so many sales, over 180,000 products have been sold. We've generated over 200,000 US dollars. Yeah, we are seeking for 150,000 US dollars to expand our production, because currently the demand is so big and our formulation facility is not enough to be able to formulate more products. And we want to purchase more machineries and in bigger quantities to be able to formulate products in higher quantities. This is my team, and I would love to connect with you. Kindly scan the QR code to get access to my details and to know more about me. Thank you, and the brand.
Thank you very much, Deborah. Please, I want to challenges one hair at a time.
I think seeing is believing, but even testing is believing. Do you have products for the judges?
No,
No, but I think it's a great product. My question is, where do you source your raw materials from?
I source my raw materials from Accra in Ghana. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll take one extra one just at the back.
So I'm very interested about your business model, and I'm asking the margin per product. If you take the example, the most product that you are selling, what is the margin you have per product in terms of cost? My second question is, you're seeking to leverage or to pair in terms of cost. My second question is, you're seeking to leverage or to leverage 150,000 K USD. How do you?
Not enough to be able to formulate in huge sheen and also to invest in marketing, because I think I didn't make mention of it. Our goal is to reach 1 million women by 2030 with our products to help them restore their confidence. So we want to also target marketing to be able to reach more women, not only in Ghana, but in other countries globally. And I think, can you repeat your first question?
The last question, my first question was the margin in terms of cost per product.
Okay, so the full products in Ghana cedis, I don't know if I should change it to dollars, but okay, so in dollars, I'll say $400, and then the cost of formulation is around $290. Yeah, so our profit margin, that's it for $40. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Deborah. Thank you very much, Dio. A round of applause for her. Yeah, so definitely, Rhoda should be your first client here. And she didn't mention the men, so yep, we just got knocked out of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I know audience are like me. Every now and then
we also have a vendor back here.
It's so exceptional. I have been changing my mind for Audience Choice Award. The next come, I put down, and then the other one comes, and I'm like, okay. I hope you are also doing that. Take notes of every venture as they pitch, because you have a voice, you have a choice to support the next future leaders in healthcare, in health entrepreneurship. So the next innovator that is coming here is For Science. So let's put our hands together to welcome.
For Science. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Science.
Hello, everybody. My name is Noma Hlubi. I'm the scientist and founder at For Science. I'm very grateful to have this time to share things that keep me up at night and about For Science. So I'd like us to think on the following questions, and by show of hands, let's work together. Do you guys know anybody that lives in an area that is so rich with plants, but they are poor? Do you guys know any women that stay in bad relationships because they have no opportunities? Has anybody ever been scarred or hurt in an accident and had a scar, but worried, how am I going to afford to treat this scar because at the clinic I'm not getting any help? Lastly, have you ever struggled to really articulate what you're going through medically with your allergies and your skin? So we can agree that, we can agree that Africa is facing a problem where we have the resources, but we don't have the infrastructure, we don't have the knowledge to turn those resources into actual money. And also we can agree that we have limited access to actual healthcare. And we can also agree that there's a product mismatch. The things that we buy on the market are made for white people. They're not for our environment, they're not for our genetics. So the solution that we came with is that at For Science we partner with TVET colleges, women's organizations, and we train women from rural communities to learn how to make skincare, wound care, and supplements. And they use the resources that they have at hand. And also we have a patent for making biopolymers. Biopolymers are actives that heal and accelerate the healing rate of wounds. These biopolymers they get from fish scales and eggshells. So they can turn food waste and the growing things into an actual business for themselves. The other thing that we do, we created SkinWise. It's an AI diagnostics app where you can take a picture of the problem in your home language, explain the problem, and then it will explain to you back and offer a course of treatment for you. And we have a registry for skin conditions as well. So Africa has a big market, yet there's a big current gap for us. So what we did is, number one, we patented. Number two, we have a social enterprise. We work with government agencies. We work with TVET colleges. And our traction is that we have trained successfully 100 women, and there's a cohort of 10 that have that have graduated and are going to market. We have recruited over 600. Done?
Yep.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for 4 Science. All right.
A question, thank you very much for the presentation.
Thank you.
A question to the AI tool, because it can identify wounds based on a picture, right?
Yes.
How do you train this AI tool, with which material?
So for 2 years, we partnered with medical groups, community healthcare providers, and clinics, so that we can specifically take pictures of black people's skin. Because on iStore and Google, it's white people, and it misdiagnoses black people. Because when you have eczema, you're pink, we are gray, so very different.
All right. Okay.
I would love to give you a chance to finish what you were going to say and explain what's next. What's your ask? Where are you going from here?
Okay, so my ask is that I want to expand into Africa. I've already registered in Kigali, and I'm spending a week here in Kenya. I need partner organizations so that I can be able to duplicate what I do here. So the organizations that I want is TVET colleges, universities, women's organization, entrepreneur organizations that work with youth, so that we can grow the reseller market. We can then extend our our online school to them as well, because we offer the training for free. How I get my money back is we partner with the organizations and the rural communities on a 50-50 profit sharing model.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please put your hands together for everybody under climate and health, Solution, Tony Tell, DL, and 4 Science. Please a round of applause for them one more time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Dr. Princess, go ahead.
Yes, and now we are moving on to the next pandemic, we call it, for Africa. Non-communicable diseases. You should be interested, as I am. Ladies and gentlemen, we cure. A round of applause. We cure. Please applaud him till he's here.
My mother has diabetes and my father's hypertension. And one thing that I've noticed is, one, these people forget to take their medicines. Two, these people, they don't know their readings, they don't check them. And three, there's no proper follow-up after they've done all these things. Hence, creating our unique platform, which is We Cure Online Pharmacy, which is basically a 24/7 pharmacy with a PWA platform. And we also have inside our website an AI-trained model that's able to detect whether your readings for hypertension or diabetes are high or low, hence being our unique value proposition. So how does it work? The e-commerce platform works how each and every e-commerce platform works. Then for our AI tool, you put in your reading. Then if your readings are low or high based on how we've trained our models, based on the age, your sex, your body mass index, all those things, it's able to tell you. Then it also alerts us, and as a pharmacy, we'll be able to call you and ask you why your readings low, why your readings high, and afterwards, if they say because forgotten the medicine and everything, we're able to deliver those products to you. So we're basically a pharmacy that builds its trust on retaining clients. Once you come to us, there's no going back. If you're sick, you order medicine from us. In 2 weeks, we'll call you to ask you if the medicine has worked, because this is the foundation of our pharmacy where we really, really want you healed. So currently, we launched our physical pharmacy. Since we have an online and a physical pharmacy, the physical one was launched in December of last year. Then our online pharmacy was launched in February. And one important thing is that in Zambia, there was no online pharmacy because they were scared of regulations. But what I did was I read the MASA Act and began to develop this innovation. And now in the month of May, the regulators literally followed me to help them come up with laws on how the online regulation of drugs are supposed to be. And listen, we have had over 7,300 online orders from the time we launched this year, and we have over 75,000 active social media followers. People love us, they're gaining trust because we're the big thing that's really coming up. Yes, so our revenue model is basically through sale of our medicines and the delivery of services. And guess what? We launched just this year and we've already made $53,000, and we're already profitable, and we're finishing this year with over $100,000. And in the next 5 years, with this continued business model, we're going to be making over $3 million. And that's me, who did the study. I'm a doctor by profession, and I did a study on diabetes and hypertension. And we have our MIT graduate who was able to build our platform. So we're literally asking for $100,000, the 30% equity, which is going to go towards purchasing of stock, because the demand is high, I'm telling you. So the more stock we have, the more revenues, and it's going to help us with more money. Thank you, because at WeCure Pharmacy, we want you healed.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We absolutely have another politician in the house, yeah? Said, I'm telling you, it's me that's telling you. Judges, jury, any suggestion? Or you believe him? Okay.
I would love to hear more, given your relationship with the regulatory environment, your decision to move faster, and then your ability to bring along government with you. I think that's a very inspiring story, and there's lots to learn from it. Could you dive a little bit deeper on what other founders in this room can learn from your ability to move that ecosystem forward, obviously in collaboration with government?
Okay, so one thing that I would encourage people is, because someone is not doing it doesn't mean you can't do it. Because what happened was, I took time to understand other countries have this online model, but why doesn't Zambia have it? I took time to study the MASA Act, which is just 44 pages basically, and I went for it because there's no way it says don't open an online pharmacy, and it was last updated in 2013. So when I did that, we started with a big bang. The whole Zambia was celebrating. There's an online pharmacy and all those things. The government literally followed us. Come, help us. Let's make these laws. How do you do this? They started learning from us in Zambia. Yes, so just go for it.
Thank you very much, WeCure.
Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're here 2 nights ago, he can really dance as well. So a take as well on that front. Please.
Indeed, we are seeing a lot of politicians. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we move on to Grow Kinesis. I hope they will tell us the right pronunciation. Let's welcome him.
Please put your hands together for Grow Kinesis.
It's Grow Kinesis. Kinesis as a movement and Grow as in the coaching model. G stands for goals, R for your reality, O for opportunity, and W for your work ethic. All in motion. Kinesis as a movement. Okay. So, I've lived 3 lives actually. The first one as an athlete, struggling to know what to do practically, relying on YouTube and just watching workout videos, very general. And my nutrition was very shitty. Like, I don't even know what to do, how to work out properly. Second life, as a fitness trainer, gathering as much people as possible so I can make more money, forgetting that I actually have 24 hours in a day. Oh, and the most important and very interesting one, as a project manager, working 9 to 5, sitting behind my desk 8 hours a day, not remembering to eat or to even work out at all. And these were how we actually decided to build Grow Kinesis for my own personal struggle. And what we did was we created Africa's culturally relevant wellness ecosystem where we actually provide personalized workout plans tailored to what you as an individual want to do. And we also provide indigenous nutrition plan, very specific to your cultural reality. And we do that in conjunction. We know with that, you're not going to be able to just navigate fitness and wellness by yourself. So we also do a training certification program where we train trainers in conjunction with the University of Lagos and curriculum being reviewed by the University of Toronto, Canada, just to make sure that we are able to serve and we're able to provide top-notch trainers. And we have a platform for that. What we're doing is actually very basic. What we did was we created 2 platforms for trainers to be able to track performance of each individuals and for end users to be able to use as well. So it's not that we're just putting them out there and just letting them figure it out as it comes. We're just making sure that they have all the tools necessary. And why is this important? This is important because lifestyle diseases has always been, it's always been on the rise. A whole lot of people they are actually getting health issues and they don't even know that it's as basic as fixing with fitness and wellness. There's a lot of, what's the word again? For lack of better words, sorry, pardon me. there's a whole lot of, sorry, I lost my words for a bit. So yeah, what we're trying to do is, this is the market opportunity. We're actually looking at people that are tech savvy from between the age of 21 to 44. And we have a total of 228 million tech users. But we're starting first with West and East Africa, which is half of the totally addressable market. And we just want 10% of that to be able to make sure that they have what they're doing. And basically oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for Grow Kinesis. All right.
It's actually a personal question because I have always motivation issues to go to the gym. So how does your product motivate the users to stay in training and to keep up with their schedule?
Yeah, with the platform we've created, it's very easy because you have a trainer assigned to you and you can be anywhere. You don't have to go personally to the gym. But you have a trainer assigned to you. There's a local nutritionist assigned to you as well. So with the platform we've created, you have the flow of what you're supposed to do. You can also discuss with your trainer and say, I'm too busy. All I have, again, is just 20 minutes to work out. And your workout is very streamlined to what you enjoy doing and what you want to do, whatever your goals or fitness goals are.
Okay. That's literally just a good gym instructor. Yeah. The one that wants you to work out. Please a round of applause for Grow Kinesis.
Wow, wow, wow. I like anything that is culturally rooted, relevant, African, you know? The future is bright for Africa continent. So next, can you believe we only left with 2? Someone say, trust me, but the next innovator is called Check Me. So please check me. Take the stage.
Please put your hands together for Check Me Limited as they come up on stage.
Hello, everybody. Transforming breast cancer care in Africa with artificial intelligence and community support. So about a year ago, my very close friend, who is now my co-founder, lost his sister to breast cancer. leaving behind a 9-year-old boy at the time. What was painful about this is that she was diagnosed as stage 3. Well, all of the money in the world, they could not do anything about this. So we did some research, and here's what we found out. It was not his reality alone. It was the reality of about 193,000 African families. By 2045, this number is set to triple if we do not do anything about this. And why is that the case, particularly for Africa? Because we came to realize that only 42% of African women get access to screening. And in that 42%, 70% of them get diagnosed as stage 3 or as stage 4, where the chances of survival are very small. And that's why at CheckMe, we're building an AI screening platform that is deeply integrated with an ultrasound African-made device, which is non-invasive, affordable, and accessible for all women, particularly those women in underserved communities. So the aim and the goal of our device is to make breast screening affordable and accessible, particularly those in the remote areas, those who don't have access to mammograms, CT scans, and other fancy technology. So our goal is to save 500 women's lives annually through early detection and intervention. Our approach, we're combining artificial intelligence and community support. While we're using artificial intelligence, we're using it for accurate diagnosis. And beyond that, beyond the whole technological scope, we're building a community of African women who thrive, because I've had a couple of campaigns, some in Rwanda and some in Cameroon. And what we've came to realize is that a lot of these women fight alone. So we're connecting breast cancer survivors with oncologists and also with breast cancer patients to know that they're not in this fight alone. So that's an overview of the platform. That's what we do. We have the ultrasound device that's deeply integrated with AI. We have the forums where you can come and speak to a specialist, or you can speak to a breast cancer survivor. We have educational material and content to help educate women, essentially. So here's our market size. We're targeting 410K service obtainable market in our target markets. That's Rwanda, Cameroon, and Kenya. In terms of how we make money, this is our model. We're going to be doing device sales at about $2,000 to $3,500 per device. And for the smaller facilities that cannot afford this amount, we're going to be lessening the device at about $100. And finally, given that we're doing AI analysis, we're doing a subscription-based model for all of these facilities. We're using our AI platform at just $150 per month. Here's some milestones. Over a year ago, we started off, we validated our problem, we reached out, and we did some data digging to where we are right now, where we have developed a prototype, which we're going to launch in October 2025. And we've also raised 50K. So our go-to-market strategies are we're partnering with doctors, we're partnering with clinics, and also partnering with organizations. For instance, we're partnering with the breast cancer organization in East Africa, and have helped us acquire specialist survivors. Beyond that, here's the team. That's myself. And we have a lot of advisors.
Thank you very much.
Composed of a lot of doctors.
Please put your hands together for CheckMe, ladies and gentlemen.
Join us in the fight against breast cancer and help us keep women, our mothers, our girlfriends, our aunts in the picture. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So I'll ask you just to stay up on stage so that we can get any comment from our judges. All right, the judges look happy. Happy? Yeah, here we go.
So it's at prototype level. Right now we have a ready-made prototype that already, let me show you. So it already generates images, ultrasound images, and like I said, it's very portable and affordable. We're going to have this in clinics, hospitals, pharmacies, and radio imaging centers. Let me show you a sample of images we've generated. No, I think I've left my phone. It already generates the images, and the AI is interpreted. Okay.
Have you considered if you're acquiring this device and installing it within hospitals and maintaining it already, can the same hardware be used across multiple disease areas, across multiple use cases, so you can get additional value from the investment in the hardware?
That's a very valid question. It's a question we've gotten asked very often. So we have never pivoted to that. Why now want to focus on breast cancer? Once we tackle breast cancer specifically, we're going to dive into that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, CheckMe. Please a round of applause for CheckMe. Phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we are moving to the royalty. Where is Dr. Princess? We're ending on high note. So the next and the last innovator is coming, where it's called Chief Relekudu Enterprise. So, Chief.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Chief Ralehundu Enterprise.
All the best, Chief.
Good afternoon. I'm Zakaria Mashishi, a partially blind individual who has grown up with disability, who have seen isolation, who have seen discrimination, who have also lived with it from his youthful age until now. Chief Ralehundu Enterprises was founded in 2021. Me? Okay. We have a situation on the screen. You can have a look at that. I can just sit here for you to watch the presentation. Just look at the picture and ask yourself a lot of questions. Why? 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 When I was driving, when I met this guy, I had to stop and ask questions. Why? Why a wheelbarrow? Is our government seeing this? Is helpers seeing this? Is anyone concerned about that? So that's where Chief Ralehundu Enterprise was created. Doesn't mean that guy didn't have a wheelchair. He had a wheelchair. He had 3 of them. All of them were broken, kept in the backyard. But because of lack of information, lack of skills, nobody could fix his wheelchairs. So the government will give him a wheelchair, it gets broken, you'll throw it away. Then I had to drive back and go to his place and take the 3 wheelchairs that were broken and fix one out of that. So then I realized that our people need skills. Our people need training so that we can change that scenario. I don't know what's happening. So we came up with a solution and we realized that not only South Africa, even in Africa, there is a lack of skills. So we created Chief Ralehundu Enterprises to empower persons with disability, women and youth to repair service wheelchairs. And we also empower them to open their mini wheelchair repair hubs in their own villages, in their own township, so they can start working. So this is all about taking health innovation with to entrepreneurship. We change it so that it shouldn't just be a person with disability who cannot get employment, but if we empower and train them, they can start their own business where they stay. So we have done a market research. We have actually piloted in Zambia, in Ndola. We have piloted in Zimbabwe, in Harare. We have piloted in South Africa over 21 centers in seven provinces of South Africa. So we've realized that with the pilot, we have now the data of people who really need this, because wheelchairs are dumped into the African market. Donors are just donating wheelchairs all over, giving to people. So now we managed to train them into that on a week base training to empower them to see if they can be able to fix basic training on the chairs. So now we have developed a 6 weeks training program that empowers persons with disability to open their own mini wheelchair workshops, as you've seen there. We're going to go back. Sorry. My apologies with my... It's run by persons with disability. So it's not about disability. Give them skills. They have hands to work. They can use their hands to work. And most of them, they depend on donors. That is the only problem. So this is the only issue for us to be able to empower more people. We need donations for them so that we can equip them with tools, with spare parts, with everything. And what we have done now, we are communicating with all manufacturers, locally in South Africa, Europe, those in China who are bringing products into South Africa so that we can be able to learn on their products so we can include them on our training. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Chief. Please a round of applause for Chief Ralehundu Enterprises. Finally, for the final time, our jury.
Thank you for your project. I have two questions. The first question is thinking about sustainability, your sustainability model. You are repairing chairs. You are training people with disability to do it by their own. What is the revenue base? How your revenue frame is structured? That's my first question. My second question, if you train more people, they have the skills, it is a good thing, right? They have the skills to repair their wheelchair. At some time, where do you solve the point where in your market, where do you solve your exit strategy? Your exit strategy.
My exit strategy.
Yeah.
So when we started this, actually, we like I said, we piloted it and realized that most of people, especially in rural areas, they don't give the opportunity. Once a wheelchair is broken, that's it. They will sit back in home and isolated. They can't go to the clinic, hospital, or even check up or collect their grant. So they become more disabled. So by bringing the training to them, it empowers them to change their lives and the lives of their own community so that they don't have to worry about transport to go and get somebody to repair a wheelchair, but it's just a mini workshop that is around their own community, run and managed by them. So for us, as Chief Ralehundu Enterprises, we wanted actually not to grow this, to bring it also into the academia. In South Africa, we mixed it up with some of the University of Johannesburg students that we were given for 6 months to train them on wheelchair repair and servicing, and they were based in Para Hospital to repair all those chairs, to see if this project can work. So that we want to bring it also into the universities to say, can this be another skill that can be even a short course on site for graduates? They can take it even if they exit, they know how to do it, especially the health workers. So if it can be covered into that, it can be something that it can be escalated and brought into the higher education also as a practical skill for technicians and all that. Because most of us, we learn about assessments and all that sort, but repairing and everything we don't. That is why Toyota is the best car in the world, because everywhere you go, every corner, there is a mechanic. So we want all the wheelchair manufacturers to know that we became the bozels of the wheelchairs. So any brand we repair, any brand we need information from them, and we empower people. So people in disabilities who are in the villages, we can train academias who we link up with in all the regions of Africa, that we can utilize them to, when new products are coming to the market, we do a digitalized or an online training with them on that product. Currently, we are doing a physical training.
All right, finally.
Yep. I don't know if I've answered it correctly.
Okay. So I really like this because you're using people who are using the tools to be able to fix it themselves, right? So that's a really good thing. And wheelchairs are expensive because the cheapest wheelchair is almost $200, $150, right? So the fact that there is an ability or training for people to be able to recycle it's a great opportunity also for hospitals, right? So that way you don't have patients who are coming over and over again. But then the question, going back to what he was asking, how are you making money, to ask you directly? Because are you registered as a non-government organization, or are you registered as a for-profit? So when you're training the individuals who come to you to train them on who's paying for their training, number one, and how are you making the money?
Okay, number one is we have registered as a profit company.
Okay.
We are a PTY Ltd. So how we make our money, like I said, most of the organizations of persons with disability, they get grants, they apply for grants, whatever. So we charge them for training, and then we sell them tools. We get paid also for consultation, and also for the spare parts. We outsource spare parts for them, for any product that they have. And then it becomes an ongoing training. After 6 weeks, it's not like we're gonna end. It's a continuation of any product that they have. They send us whatever it is in the brand, and then we found out who's the manufacturer to see if we can get spare parts and everything for that. If it's the motorized wheelchair, we want the programming of it so that we can have it. If the manufacturer allows us, if his product has been donated into a certain country or a certain region or province in South Africa. So what we are doing is we continue with whoever we have trained, that then if there's something new in their market that they see that they cannot know, they don't know how to repair, we'll do a research. But that consultation also is chargeable. So them, they get money, they pay us to train them. Yes. Thank you.
I get thumbs up. Thank you very much, Chief. Asante sana.
Just one last thing. I'm from South Africa. In South Africa, we also have Botswana. And in Botswana, we speak the same language. So what they say always, moja morago ke kgosi. The last one is still a king. And I'm Chief. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. More politicians, more politicians. No, actually, this brings us to the end of the pitches. Can we say thank you to ourselves and just clap for ourselves? Appreciate ourselves for all the things that we have heard, the inspiration that we've got, you know, the vision that has been stretched. And really, really, really to our judges, I want to say thank you for the difficult work you are doing and, you know, the wisdom that you are putting into this to really distill the best of the best from the best to a word. So thank you so much. And to our audience, thank you so much for the energy, for the support, for the applauses. Yeah, God bless you. I'm also a pastor. Also, and to our entrepreneurs, the innovators that brought us here, please keep building. This is really not the end. If you win or if you don't, this is not the end. Please keep building. Africa needs your ideas, needs your innovation, needs your solutions, really, really, because we all know that health is wealth, and health entrepreneurship is the only way that we can secure our community, because when our community is secured, we're all healed, you know, we prosper. So thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'll give the mic to our one and only Lothar.
Thank you very much. Please, a round of applause for our two moderators. Please, let's celebrate our two moderators. I think that was phenomenal. But most importantly, I want you to celebrate every one of the people that have come up on this stage. Please, a round of applause for all of them, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, you can shout and scream for them. I think that was brave, that was bold, that was absolutely phenomenal for all of them. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges have heard you. The judges have listened to you. So what we're going to have, we'll allow our judges to exit. We have a room simply next door for them to deliberate and bring us 4 names. 4 names out of the 16. Oh, my DJ is there. There we go. Proper dramatic music, yeah? We should probably switch off the lights as well. But anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. 4 names. And of course, by the time we wrap up with this great evening, 4 of you will get that special handshake from Professor Osuru. And of course, walk away with our grand prizes. Now let's go back to the fun stuff. Thank you, DJ. Now, ladies and gentlemen, get your phones out for this one. I want us to do 2 surveys. One, it's the People Choice Awards. I want us to do it when you're fresh. If it's Chief, fair enough. You can write Chief on our survey. If it's anybody else on that amazing long list, is it Safe Motherhood? Is it MScan, Vasmed, Nauri Care, Acubet, Elgad, Ultratem, Visicane, Solarution, Tonytel, DL, Four Science, WeCure, Grow Kindnesses, Check Me, Chief Ralehundu Enterprises. I'm going to put a QR code up on my screen, and all I need you to do is scan it. This is it. Who impressed you? Your vote matters, by the way. I know we're African, but this particular vote matters. Yes, please. No, if you vote for the person that is still within the 16, that's fine. They will still win it. They will still win the popular vote. So you can actually win too. Yes, you can win too. Don't worry. So you can win the popular vote and you can still win in your thematic area. I mean, you're popular in your thematic area. So let's go. And if you are up here and you're one of my guys that came through and did a presentation, please feel free to vote for yourself. Nobody's going to judge you. Vote for yourself. All right. I'm going to give you 2 more minutes to just get that vote in. 3 more minutes. Or something like that. 3 more minutes to just get that vote in. Sorry? Norike is not there. MScan is not there as well. No. All right. So we're sorting that out right now. So I'm going to give you more time just so that you can get it in there. All right. So no. If you're the person you're voting for is there, go ahead and vote. So MScan and Norike and Vasmed, they're not there. All right. All right. Thank you so much for that feedback. You can hold on to your vote. Okay. So we're trying to sort that out. I can see the team trying to sort it out. Well, I'm going to give us 2 more minutes just to get that vote in. We should be able to sort it out. Sorry? All right, so which ones are not there? Just give me the Save Motherhood. Which one else? Nuricare and MScan. All right, so we're working on that one. All right, so we're going to revert to that particular scan, or rather that QR code in a little bit. Now, can we go to the second one? I want us to, so we'll revert to this one. We'll do it all over again. So we'll try and get all the results all over again. Now, can we please get my second one and tell you, so I want to find out how day 3 has been like for you. So I want us to do the second one. This is just proper feedback for me. All right, so how day 3 has been for you. So we can change this one. So we can put the next one. All right. We can put the next QR code. We can please put the next QR code. Perfect. All right, so how day 3 has been for you. So how day 3 has been for you. I want you to help me do this particular one. I'm going to give you the next 3 minutes. So just fill that in. It's very important for me. It's very important for us so that we can find out how day 3 has been for you. All right, one more minute, then we can wrap it all up. Then we can hear a special story. All right. Perfect. I think we're good. Perfect. Are we done? Pause and call? Okay. All right, so. Okay. Who's not yet done it? All right, I think we all have. Fine. All right. So we can go back to the first QR code. Not yet? All right. Awesome. So ladies and gentlemen, as we get to sort that out in just a little bit, we'll definitely get into that. I'd like us to please welcome somebody that's also here with us today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this next participant or individual is coming through is an author, a musician, and a founder of Primetel Health, a company already in the race to radiate access to robust diagnostic prescriptions and consultation services to many rural areas in Tanzania using the latest medical technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, this amazing individual is the immediate former winner of the ALU Hackathon. Please, we're good now. So we're okay. So as I'm getting ready to introduce this particular gentleman, let's finish the People's Choice. Let's do the People's Choice. Finally, I think we're ready for it. People's Choice, we can have the first QR code. Perfect. So let's scan. All our guys are there, 16 of them. And the music to go with it. All right. I want to get a thumbs up if you can see who you're voting for. We're good? We're good? Perfect. We're good? Awesome. 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 Beautiful. All right, so once you vote, just give me a thumbs up. Once you vote, give me a thumbs up.
My name is Emmanuel Samuel, founder of Primetel and a proud alumni of the African Leadership University, Rwanda. And I'm just here to really reflect on my journey, of course, from the participating in the hackathon that was conducted at ALU last year, where my team emerged amongst the winning teams of the hackathon. And I think this can definitely resonate with a lot of us because this is what we did today as well. And we have a lot of entrepreneurs as well in the house. So last year, we were privileged to actually work alongside a team of other professionals from different parts, entrepreneurs, of course, from different parts of the continent to derive a solution that will address the growing needs to basically address non-communicable diseases in Africa. As we all know, non-communicable diseases are the leading cause of mortality and morbidity in most African countries and also globally. So our team rallied together behind the idea of creating TIBA, which was going to be an integrated platform that would actually streamline access to all services, you know, ranging from diagnostic, prescription, and also the general curative services for NCDs. And we wanted to focus on diabetes, but also extend to other kind of NCDs as well. So we came together. Of course, our team was privileged to have a lot of professionals with medical background, business development, and the likes. And upon finishing up our ideas and presenting, we emerged the winner in that hackathon. And that experience was actually good. And it's a feeling that some of you will actually experience here today as well, emerging the winning team. But I want to assure you that the journey only starts from there after winning. Actually, post-winning, then we came back as a team and then started really looking at how we would get started with that idea. So we started having meetings, a lot of ideation, making refinement to the idea, and also really bringing in mentors from different parts to actually help us strengthen our solution. We're able to, you know, almost get to the prototype, but then I can share a few challenges that we were able to encounter during that journey. Of course, as I mentioned, our team was made from people with varying experiences. So as a result, we couldn't really have consistency in terms of engagement because on one hand, I was a student, but we had people in their mid-profession, and so sometimes they were busy, schedules wouldn't really align, and it was really hard to have that consistency. And it's one of the challenges that some teams will it's one of the challenges that some teams will actually experience today as well. So I just want to really share some challenges. I'm not here to also share, you know, the success stories only. And also the other part of it was also funding. You know, we had won some funding, of course, but that was just not going to be enough to actually help us get this idea to the market, get the solution to the market. And so we knew we needed to mobilize more resources. But because, of course, of the team structure, we weren't able to rally behind the idea fully to actually get us to a stage of raising more capital, even beyond what the hackathon provided. And the last part was also mentorship. When we started, we got a lot of mentorship, right, from the Africa Health Collaborative and from all the other stakeholders. But we saw a decline, a sharp decline, as months passed by, and we realized quickly that it was actually the team that was meant to do everything on their own. We were actually left to do everything on our own. So eventually, our idea actually did not surface, you know, and did not make to the market. But I'm here to also share the second part of the story now. So, of course, that idea failed, but it didn't mean that the experience failed us. Of course, we quite learned a lot of things. And that is what actually inspired me to go forward and start PrimeTel. So in Tanzania, just like most of us have explained here today, we actually still face a significant access to healthcare service, shortage of access to healthcare services. In fact, the 64% of the population that lives in rural areas in Tanzania don't have that reliable access to healthcare services. And when we look into mental health, 8 out of 10 people with mental health issues in Tanzania never receive treatment. I don't know about your countries, right? But we have also seen an increase in mental health disease burden, 82% in just 5 years. So I knew that there was something that had to be done to actually address some of these things. And that is what led to the founding of PrimeTel, which was also really inspired during the hackathon period as well. So at PrimeTel, we basically provide integrated healthcare services. We merge both primary care, mental health, telehealth, and community health. Through primary care, we actually run a medical clinic. We have opened a medical clinic with doctors, nurses, lab technicians, pharmacists, and we provide the primary care services that people need. But also on mental health, as I explained the situation in mental health, we actually have psychologists and counselors, but we have done something different about that. It's one thing to have the solution and the other thing to get the solution to the market, right? So it depends with so many other factors. So what we were able to do was actually go back and do research. What will facilitate the uptake of this solution, which is something that most entrepreneurs today should also really think about. You have a great platform, you have a great solution, but that can just be in your laptop, right? You have to really think beyond your laptop and go into the market and actually think, how do you facilitate the uptake of such solutions? So for us at PrimeTel, we knew for mental health, for instance, it was very important, given the standings of mental health, given the stigmatization of mental health issues, we needed to know the dynamics, the power dynamics. Who have power to speak about mental health? Is it a psychologist or a psychiatrist in a white jacket, or someone in the community, your uncle, your aunt, who is actually living within the same community? So the answer was actually the latter. So we created a community health focus program that was aimed at building understanding of mental health, early awareness, sensitization in these communities. To date, we have been able to get to around 37,000 people as we speak through this program. We also initiated a USSD-powered telehealth application. 70% of phone owners in Tanzania are actually feature phone owners. They don't own smartphones, they own small phones. And so they cannot connect to internet. And so what we did was basically create a platform that these people will be able to access some of these services, you know, without a need for smartphone or internet connectivity. So we made our own USSD application, and we have been able to treat more than 2,500 patients so far through the USSD alone in terms of the consultations that we have performed. Our clinic alone have been able to treat over 800 patients already since October when we opened, and we have been able to scale our solution. We are now present across 7 other public healthcare facilities. And this is an important step toward private-public partnership, which is something that I encourage a lot of solutions to also start thinking about. You can also start really thinking around that aspect to enhance the reach of your solution. So that is really our journey. And as I wrap up my remark and reflection, I just want to really extend a huge appreciation, of course, to the African Health Collaborative for putting together an event like this that allows us to get, you know, the exposure, the funding, and the mentorship that we need. Now, if you go to any rural area in where you live, I don't know the country that you come from, but if you go to any rural area, even the most remote area, you will always find a bottle of Coca-Cola, right? Now, why can't we rally together through this event and make healthcare services as accessible as a bottle of Coca-Cola in our areas? Join me in saying yes, it is possible. Thank you.
Absolutely, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Emmanuel Christopher Samuel. Makofi kwake tafadhali, a round of applause. Thank you. And of course, like he said, let us make healthcare as accessible as a bottle of Coca-Cola. What an amazing imagery there to use. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of this beautiful, amazing conference. Now, yes, you can clap. AfyaFest is coming to an end, ladies and gentlemen. And just like that, we will miss you, but we have a few words to share with you as we start closing the curtains on this beautiful, amazing 3-day summit. Hopefully, next year we will be in your country to celebrate with you, right? Where should we come next? I'm hearing Zambia. Where next? Ghana. Yeah. Egypt would be dope. Ghana would be amazing. Your country would definitely be amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, at this particular juncture, I'd like to please welcome up on stage the project manager and co-principal investigator. Please, a round of applause as we welcome Professor Asefa Abegaz to come and share with us this amazing evening. Please, Professor Asefa Abegaz to come and share with us. Please, a round of applause for him as he comes up. Yes, please, Prof. No way we finish without hearing your voice.
So, to say about the program?
Just to thank people.
Okay. Thank you very much. I didn't know that I have a program at this moment. Really, it was a wonderful time. We had a very good and pleasant 3 days. We saw amazing innovations. All innovations are winners. We limited it to a few selected people to be recognized as a winner of the competition, because it is a competition. Otherwise, all 53 or 50 plus innovations will grow, will engage in solving the African problem. I have learned that we can solve our problem by innovation of Africa, solving the Africa problem by African innovation. And the young are really engines of the future health. So really I appreciate what has been done and what have been presented in these 3 successive days, and hopefully we'll scale it up. I wish next time, maybe the other year, I don't promise next year, the other year, Addis Ababa University will celebrate like this colorful program. Thank you very much for us to be part of this program. Thank you.
Please, a round of applause for Professor Asefa Abegas. Please, makofi kwake tafadhali, a round of applause. Thank you, and definitely we will or should be coming to Ethiopia very soon, Addis Ababa. Ladies and gentlemen, up next, I'd like to welcome the Director, Africa Health Collaborative, Amref Health Africa. Please, let's celebrate Dr. Beatrice Gatumia as she comes up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause for her. All right, so she's not with us? Okay. We'll go on straight to the next one. I'd like to welcome my really good friend, the Dean Graduate School and Director of Enterprises at AMIU. Please, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our #1 dancer that started this whole dance festival for us. Let's welcome Dr. Duncan Irongo up on stage. Please, Dr.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I know there is tension because the judges are not here as yet. But like what Prof has said, everyone is a winner, including the teams that didn't make it to the list of 16. Congratulations. If you made it to be here, like the way all of us made it, you are a winner. And I truly mean it, for real. I stand before you with heart full of joy and gratitude. Indeed, I don't think I have anything to say about how the 3 days have been. I will only take a few minutes to say thank you. And that's all I will do. Can you imagine in 3 months, a journey of 3 months, what that is possible to produce? 306 delegates from 21 different countries, 53 incredible ventures. Absolutely unbelievable. Please clap for yourselves. This is the spirit of Africa Health Collaborative. That is what it is. If there is nothing else that the collaborative has been able to do, at least it has provided profound platform of bringing ventures together, of bringing partners together, of bringing learners together, people who share common values, beliefs, and they have got capacity to do more. So I just want to say thank you. I want to pick a few people, and I want to begin with the delegates. There are people here who did thousands and thousands of miles to make it to be in this place. Thank you so much for finding time to do this. The others who were not hosted in this space, and every day they had to fuel their cars, they had to board into a matatu, to be here in good time. And we appreciate all that effort. We had a master class of 78 learners for 2 days. All gathered here. One of the things that inspired me a lot are 2 ventures that I saw on 6th floor. They didn't make it to be among the 16. But I saw them when they were in a program we call From Idea to Impact. And they only had some vague ideas. But when I saw them there with prototypes, some of them, even on the journey, they are just about to get KEBS approval. It warmed my heart in a very big way. Now, a group and a team like that, even when they don't take trophy home, they are winners. Please, let's give it up for all the ventures. Thank you so much for the partners in Africa Health Collaborative. Thank you. Thank you so much. It is a definition of what we are capable of doing together. Great, awesome. Our Vice Chancellor, we were doing meetings every week. Sometimes we would have some fights. But now see. See where we are. And we feel very confident that this is a creation of something great. And I want to say, no, I don't want to say, someone will say that. There was an ask, where do we go from here? Someone else will talk about that. But Prof, one of the things which has happened, and it gives us a lot of joy, is that our partner, the MasterCard Foundation, they have agreed to support this as an annual event. And it will keep on evolving. And we feel very proud of that. So one of the things that which we hope that will happen, all the ventures, because there must be a journey, there will be a pipeline. It can't just be doing the pitching and then you walk away. As we move to the convening in Rwanda, in Accra, in Dakar, in Addis, those spaces, we'll be looking forward to see some of the ventures that we had on 6th floor share a story of how they have been able to walk into the market spaces, and they will do it. And we are confident. No, if you are clapping, just clap nicely. You know? Yeah. I want to say thank you to our speakers. We invited speakers to be part of our panels. Peggy, you know, the answer which we always received was 95% yes. Those who are not available, they were quick to make a recommendation. And they made this journey very easy for us. We have got our judges, they are not here. They have not completed their job as yet. But, you know, some of them flying from long distances and saying, this is going to be my contribution. And they have been here. And we want to say thank you so much to them. We have our mentors. Some of them are sitting here. Some of them are not here today. And the journey of mentors and ventures doesn't end here. It is a continuous journey. And we want to say thank you to you a lot. I want to pick a few people. Our Vice Chancellor, Professor Joachim Mosuru, you inspire us a lot. And I mean it from the depth of my heart. Many times you have a habit of introducing yourself as a poor professor. We don't quite agree. For those of us who know something, you know, more, but you inspire us a lot. A medical doctor who is a Vice Chancellor, but also an entrepreneur. The part which fascinates me is the journalist part. Professor Osul does an article on Daily Nation Saturday. On Caroline introduced Prof on Tuesday as a sex consultant. I really don't want to, you know, say that, but as a reproductive health expert, you know, doing a lot of matters which, you know, deals with that subject. Yeah, but thank you, Prof. We truly appreciate the way you have given us the strength to do this and believing in us and supporting us. And you have been part of this journey. As our executive member also in for Amref in Health, Africa Health Collaborative, we truly would love to thank you a lot. HC Secretariat, thank you. Thank you so much. Prof, when Amref was requested to do this, Edwina, Dr. Edwina, who is here, you know, called me, said, Duncan, can we have Amref hosting this? I said no, because that was May. I said no. It takes a lot of effort, you know, 3 months, no. Then we went into our monthly, you know, meeting. It was happening the same month in May. So I was there, and also Caroline. So they again said, Amref, can you please go, you know, go and it's okay, take some time, then come back. I said on the floor, no. Then thereafter, Carol, she's not here. I wish she was here, but she's among, you know, the judges. You know, she pulled me and said, Duncan, let's give it a, you know, a trial. And I'm glad that she didn't listen to my no. Don't think that I'm the bad guy. You know, people who say no are not always the bad people. But, you know, eventually, you know, we sat together, we agreed that, you know, we can do it. And I'm glad that, you know, this has happened. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for the teams that have supported us. our Amref colleagues, you have done an incredible job. We completely, appreciate you. The comms people, the ICT people, these people, I don't even want to mention their names. Literally, they have been on a marathon that which cannot be explained. And I want to thank you so much for doing this completely. I will only ask for one photo and not any other photo for the secretariat, the people who put these together. Keep seeing text happening at 2 a.m., at night, 4 a.m. in the morning. They have done an incredible job. And I want to thank you so much indeed. So I want to ask you, the secretariat from Amref, to please step forward, just for a photo, nothing else, just for a photo. Peggy, please. Paul, Beryl, Mau, Geoffrey, Betty. Keep clapping. They can have the privilege of coming to the stage, isn't it? They have done an incredible job. Marianne, Patrick, Valerie. I can't see Winnie. Oh, they're okay. They're with judges. I want to move a special thanks to one of them who is not here. She's with the judges, Dr. Mege. But please give it up for Dr. Mege. She's done an incredible job. That petite doctor, she's a profound force. Yeah, Peggy, thank you so much for the job you have put together. Incredible. Valerie, thank you. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you, Peggy again. Mau. Paul, thank you so much. Thank you, Geoffrey. Thank you, Beryl. Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Cantona. They have done an incredible job. Let's appreciate them again. I request the owner of our VC to please come over and join them for a photo. Now, let me know when the judges are done so that I can, yeah. Please. And I was also part of that team.
Wait. Here now. Please put your hands together for Dr. Maggie. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up and celebrate them. Please put your hands together. Simama Tamal, be up on your feet as we especially celebrate them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Asante sana. Now, as they get off the stage, I would love to appreciate our vendors. Thank you for doing an incredible job. Nala, team Joash, and team. Let's please put our event organizers, manager, company. Within a short time, Joash, Caroline, and the team, you have done this incredible job. Yeah, we appreciate. Credit comes to Amref, but you are the people that have been behind all this, and we are so grateful. Homeboys. Let's give it up for Homeboys. You had to put that thing for yourself. That's all. But thank you so much. We truly appreciate all our vendors. Did you think you had a good experience in this facility? Did you? Let's also, thank you. In here. All our vendors, we are grateful. We appreciate. Now, please come.
Thank you. Huh?
Now, these gentlemen, our MC, he has a wonderful gift. And I want to let you know that you are a gift to Amref.
Oh.
In the world, the way you manage our events with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of power, but also, good diction. You're a good man. Good man, yeah. For the girls in the room, he's a good man. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. Please put your hands together for Dr. Tafadhali. Now, just hold on. I'm not the one that's going to be on the spot, so please join me up. Dr. Edwin, I'd like to welcome you up on stage, especially. Or you think you'll just go like that? Oh, here we go. Please.
Thank you very much. Good evening, good afternoon, everyone. We're Africans, right? Are we Africans? We're Africans in the room. And in Africa, culture matters to us. It is not possible for Amref to thank itself. So that's why I'm standing here. To thank Amref. We've heard the stories, we've experienced this week. But some of us know the journey that has brought us to today. We've just been here enjoying everything. And Dr. Duncan was right when he said that he was playing a little hard to get. But the strange thing is that what you don't know is that today at lunch, he actually said, Edwina, if there's ever a need for another host, Amref is raising his hands again. Right? So it's been many weeks of grueling work. And honestly, when we came in and we saw right from the first day, it's like the late nights that the team have been working. It was inspirational. And
So at this time, we just wanted, on behalf of the Secretariat team, to say a huge thank you to Professor Osu and your team for accepting such a challenge at such a short period of time. We were reflecting this morning, myself and Lillian and Kenoti, the Secretariat team that were here. Rhoda was busy doing her judging work, and we were reflecting, how do you describe all of this? How do you put it into words? And in Africa, we're really good with symbols, right? We tend to have symbols that encapsulate so much for us. And as we sort of sat and thought about it, we came up with the symbol of the rhino. You may think the rhino, yes, the rhino. Do you know that the rhino is a very resilient animal? Did you know that the rhino also has focus and determination and an excellent sense of smell? In other words, they are so well aware of their environment. Did you know that the rhino is very decisive? When they decide to take action, they take action. You know that the rhino is a very sustainable animal, right? It's a herbivore, a vegetarian, right? So it's very sustainable in terms of its environment. And the rhino is also a solitary animal. But at the same time, too, it's an animal that networks or comes together when there is a need to do so. And the rhino also is a very resourceful animal. It knows where its resources are and where to go. And I think in so many ways, that's what we've seen this week as we've come together. We've seen resourcefulness. We've seen strategy. We've seen networking. We've seen sustainability through the amazing work that has been showcased to us. And we've experienced resilience, the resilience and the hard work of the Amref team, as well as of the entrepreneurs here. And all of that has been possible, Dr. Duncan, because you said, okay, I'll take it back to my team, and we will decide. And Carol, we'll take it back. And you took it back, and you made a decision that you would rise up to that challenge. What you did is an example to all of the young entrepreneurs who are here, that when the opportunity presents itself, you rise up to the challenge and you meet that challenge. So today we want to say a huge thank you to you on behalf of all of us for stepping up to meet that challenge. When I was growing up, my father always used to say to us that the word thank you means I appreciate what you have done for me. Please do it again. And so Professor Osu, Caroline, Dr. Duncan, Maggie, Peggy, and the entire Amref team, we here as young entrepreneurs, the Secretariat, the MasterCard Foundation, the Africa Health Collaborative, and all of us who have benefited from your hard work and your resilience, we want to say we thank you. We appreciate you for what you've done for us this week. Please do it again for us. Thank you so much. Please, let's stand and give them a warm African thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be up on your feet as we especially celebrate the amazing team from Amref. Please, a round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all very much. Thank you. You may kindly take your seat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're emotional like this for a reason. It's been a long journey to get to this particular location and this particular destination, and we are happy. But us coming this far, there definitely has to be a plan. So what's next after tomorrow? What's next after tonight's dinner? Where are we going? What does the future look like for the 53 of us that are in this particular auditorium? Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to celebrate and welcome one of our judges. But in this particular light, she's going to be talking to us about our future. Please let's welcome Miss Caroline Mbindio as she comes up on stage. Please a round of applause for Caroline as she comes up to talk about the future. Please a round of applause for her.
Thank you, Lotan. So, you know, in the beginning, 3 days ago, it doesn't feel like 3 days ago, but 3 days ago when we kicked off, I talked about the power of stories and the power of narratives. And Lotan very erroneously said, I like dancing. Let me tell you guys, what I like is stories. So I'm going to tell you a story about an old woman who was going to bed at the end of the day. And then when she was passing her window to get into a bed, she saw that the garage light was still on. So as her husband, who is 87 years old, was coming to get into the bed, she said, I've noticed the garage light is on. Please go and put it off. So he goes to the window. He looks out of the window. He sees the garage light is on, but that there are 5 people trying to break in to his garage to steal his car. So what does he do? He calls the police and tells the police, we are an old couple, 86 and 87. We can see that there are some people trying to break into our garage. Please send help. And the person on the line said, we don't have any units right now. We'll call you back when the units are available. So he knew we are on our own. So after another 5 or 7 minutes, he called back the police and told them, there's no need to come. I've shot all of them dead. What do you think happened? The police, the paramedics, ambulance services all came to his house. And what did they find? The robbers, and arrested them. So they asked that man, but why did you tell us that you shot the thieves? He said, why did you tell me that there are no units available? Yeah. So that old man was what? A problem solver. And this week, we have listened to a lot of problem solvers. Yeah. In health, there are so many different problems. And you guys have got amazing solutions to the challenges in health. And we don't want today to be the end of what you have been working on, what you have been presenting. So first thing is that the AfyaFest is an annual event. Next year is going to be in Ghana. So Kenyans, get your passports ready. We are going to Zambia, to Ghana next year. Yeah. And more than that, we are going to put together a platform with all of you on the platform. Not just yourselves, not that just your solutions, but mentors, coaches, investors, so that when you have questions or you have been given so much feedback over the past 3 days, isn't it? You've been asked so many questions. Who can help you to answer those questions? Yeah. So that by the time we come back and we meet in Ghana at Kwame Nkrumah University, we will see that you have moved from where you are today and you've not taken a step. You've taken I can't jump, a leap. You've moved forward. You've taken your venture further. So we are looking forward to that. And of course, for those who have won today, there's going to be some prizes. And we are hoping that many more of you will be on the podium. And many of the things that you learned today will become the enterprises that Kanini was talking about 5 years from now. Yeah. We have quite a few investors already who are interested in your solutions. How do you get them to then invest? This is not a journey that you're going to walk on your own. We are all here.
all the teams from the collaborative, all our networks are here to help you and to help the new crop of investors that you are inspiring, no, of ventures that you guys are going to inspire. So well done to all of you, and see you where? In Ghana.
Thank you very much. Please a round of applause for Ms. Caroline. Thank you very much. 2026 we will be where? In Ghana. Oh yeah, the music has already changed, guys. Ghana's taking over. This song. Only the people that were here last night understand what. Now this is what I'm just gonna put it out there, guys, by the way. So for the rest of us that are not really West African, I'm speaking on their behalf. So Ghanaians, Nigerians, and Senegalese, just bring your jollof to Ghana. We will choose who was the best jollof, right? Yeah, it's time for Africa to vote. This war has gone on for too long. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are here and we are ready for the big one. The reason why we all came this special evening or this afternoon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, first things first, please let us celebrate all the 53 of us that were able to celebrate. I think we can do better than that. Please, all the 53 of us that were able to, our ventures were able to be exhibited. Thank you. Turn to somebody next to you and tell them thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. That was phenomenal. But ladies and gentlemen, at this particular time, we will be going into our award ceremony. Now, I'd like to welcome Professor Sur, who's going to be leading us in celebration. Now, this is how we got Prof. Please come on up. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will start with the People's Choice Award. Then after that, before I announce every single winner in every single category, we will have our judges just to come and briefly share their observations, very importantly, but also why this particular person or what this particular individual or this particular venture came out top. Then I will come up and announce the venture. So the judges don't leak it out up until I announce it. Ladies and gentlemen, the People's Choice Award, voted by you. Ladies and gentlemen, please let us put our hands together for, where's my drum rolls? Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, Elgar! Please come on up. People's Choice Award. Yes, keep clapping for. Thank you very much, Elgard. Felicitación. Please, one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for Elgard. All right, congratulations to you guys. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the People's Choice Award attracts, wait, a professional voucher worth $1,000. Well done to you guys. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Elgard. Asanteni Sana. Prof, I'll ask you to remain with me. Now, ladies and gentlemen, at this particular time, we want to celebrate the champion in the maternal health space. I'd like to welcome Elhaj Demba, who's going to be telling us just how amazing, how hard it was to deliberate because it took so much time, and what we should look forward to in this category.
Thank you. It was very hard. Very, very hard. We heard about very strong project. We checked several criteria in terms of the problematic, the solution, the business model. We also checked the impact and the scalability. On the maternal health, with TAF, the project he selected is have a good model. It fit really the need in terms of maternal child birth. And also, we appreciated the process that he or she presented, but we checked two more points in terms of feedback for the special prize. The first is the expertise need maybe to be developed. And the second aspect is also he or she need to go deeper on the process of the certification. Those are a couple of feedback we wanted to share with the winner of this special category. Thank you.
Merci, Elaj. Asante sana. Let's just get over it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, drum rolls, please. Ladies and gentlemen, in the maternal health category, who do you think the winner is? The winner is, and he or she walks away with $6,000 in professional vouchers. I can see some of you, you're just like, just do it, guy. The winner is Motherhood Alliance! Please come on up, Motherhood Alliance! Yes! Congratulations! Congratulations to you. Well done. Beautiful. Please, ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Motherhood Alliance. Congratulations. Well done. Beautiful. One down. How many to go? There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, NCDs. I'd like to welcome Sharon Batamuriza to present, not to present, to talk us through this particular category. Please, a round of applause for Sharon Batamuriza.
All right, thank you. So for this particular category, the selection was really hard. All the solutions, all the businesses, ideas, all the founders are amazing. With this one in particular, that he or whatever pronunciation or pronoun they chose or they choose, we looked at different things. As someone who invests in companies, usually a founder is a very important person or a key person in investment decision, right? So with this particular person, we realized that they have a lot of capability when it comes to hacking mentality. So hacking through, different things and journeys, how to get there, right, in their business model. And on top of that, there was also the component of scalability. So how scalable their business is. And they're also very grounded into the knowledge base of their business as they are scaling, which makes it very easy, but also execute what they're doing with, an understanding of a particular level of research. So that would be it.
Thank you very much, Sharon. I could see you trying to stop yourself from saying who the winner is. I love it for you. I love it for you. You really did an amazing job. Ladies and gentlemen, NCDs. Drum rolls, please. And the winner is Wikio! Yeah! It's a double for Zambia! Congratulations to you! Congratulations, Wikio! Hey! Ladies and gentlemen, that's another $6,000 worth of professional vouchers. Please, one more time for Wikio, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Global health security. I'd like to welcome Rowena. Look. All right. Now the tension is more palpable now. Pray, pray. Pray as Rowena is talking. Just pray.
I'll try not to spill the beans. Hi, everyone. I'm Rowena Luke from Africa Health Ventures. The winner in this category was also a very, very tough one. So many great entrepreneurs to choose from. Our reason for picking the one that we did is a combination of factors. One is market size. The innovation proposed here affects hospitals, clinics, laboratories, everywhere. It works in a market that is a large market in Africa with immediate plans to expand to many other countries very quickly. The second reason is impact. There's a lot of innovations that come to market and they'll layer in a 10% or a 20% margin and just make access to medical services, devices, and drugs more expensive. Whereas this innovation seeks to make it less expensive for the consumer and increase access to medicines. It's also using AI in order to reduce risk.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it.
And I have to say, the last one is certainly a scalable business model, one that actually looks at how do we reduce inefficiencies in the market? How can we create value that people will pay for? And how can we do it in a way that
You
makes
know
sense
them.
in a market? Okay, I'll shut up now. Thanks, guys.
Rowena, bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the count of 3, I want us to say it together. You said you know them, right? So I want to hear from you. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, global health security drum rolls. You got it right. Ultra. Damn. There we go. Put your hands together for him. Hey. Clap, clap. Well done. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. I told you didn't know it. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, climate and health. I'd like to welcome Joseph Fernbach to speak to us about this particular category. Remember, he got hair products, by the way, at the end of the last session.
You know, quite often when I mentor entrepreneurs, I face this kind of challenge to tell people that being entrepreneurial isn't bad. It's not about money grabbing. It's not about profits entirely. It's about being able to help people as well, especially in health. And the winner in this category won on several criteria that we just couldn't not acknowledge. One, just humility and people skills, the ability to bring people together, the ability to make a difference in the community. Through teaching, through education, through lifting up others. Another was really, what?
You're on the borderline, bro.
Okay, it's my special privilege to say that this person won partly because they're helping others. Okay, I'm gonna say it.
Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, climate and health. Drum rolls. Oh, Chief. I love the Chief, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, somebody said it. For science! Hey! There we go. $6,000 as well in professional vouchers. Congratulations. Now, wait, just wait for signs. I'd like to welcome Elgon, Motherhood Alliance, WeCure, Ultratep, For Science, to join us out for one big amazing picture, ladies and gentlemen. Please a round of applause for the one gigantic picture with all your trophies. There we go. Yes, sir. You want the judges? All right, judges, come on up. Judges, come on up. Judges, come on up. So just wait, let's get one for the winners first. So one for the winners first, and the judges are joining shortly. All right, let's look at the camera. Smile, guys, there we go. One more time for them, ladies and gentlemen. Judges, let's go in. Make some noise! Well done, judges. Thank you all. Hey. Thank you very much. So judges, I'll ask you to stay. Thank you very much. Asante sana, thank you to all our ventures. So judges, I'll ask you to stay. All right, so the judges and Professor Su, who's going to be helping us especially celebrate our judges this amazing evening. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our judges have done the most difficult job this amazing afternoon into the evening, and we want to specially celebrate each and every one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special gift for all our judges. I'll be able to ask Prof to help us celebrate all our judges. We'll start it off with Ms. Sharon Batamuriza. Thank you very much. Please come on up. You can hand it over to Prof. Prof will be able to give it to her. Please a round of applause for Sharon. Thank you very much. Next up is Rowena Luke. Thank you very much. Congratulations to you, Roy. Mtu wa kamera, picha. Oi, unapigiwa hapa, wanasema upige picha. Asante sana. Miss Rowena Luke, thank you very much. Congratulations to you as well. Please a round of applause for our judges. Next up, after that, Miss Caroline, thank you. So many hats you've won. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Caroline. Next up, Mr. Wilberforce. Professor Asante. Merci. Professor Wilberforce Owusu. Thank you very much. Up next, Monsieur El Haj Dembaba. Congratulations. Mr. Joseph Ferenborg. All right. Up next, Mr. Ronik Vora. Then after that, Mr. K. I'll go, Carol. And finally, I'd like to welcome Carol. Carol, please come on up. We have a special gift for Prof. Please a round of applause for Prof. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you our judges for AfyaFest 2025. So let's get one picture in. Let's come in closer. Scooch in a little bit closer. Let's get one more judge coming up. Just give it a second. Prof is coming up as well. Beautiful. Awesome. Thank you very much. Asante ni sana. Merci. Prof, I'll hold your bag for you because I want you to just say hi to all these amazing people, and say bye to all these amazing people as we specially bring the curtains closing for this amazing conference. Thank you very much, bro.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. How are you? You don't feel happy anymore? You don't want it to end? I want to say thank you, everyone. I think it's been amazing. Congratulations to those who won. This was a peer review, so there's no failure. It's just that some people got more points than others, so congratulations. Those who did not win this time will win next time, yeah? Next year, now you know the tricks, so next year, possibly you will speak better vocabulary, dance a bit to please the judges, yeah? So thank you so much. I wish you safe journeys back home, but I know you will still have...
Beautiful. Like Prof just mentioned, make sure you're safe. If you want beautiful. Like Prof just mentioned, make sure you're safe. If you want to see the city, if you want to see Sarit Center, if you want to see whatever is within this particular neck of the woods of the country, please do that as well, but safely. Another thing, all our translation devices, on your way out, please leave them on your seat. Don't carry them. The headphones don't work anywhere else other than this place. I'm just putting it out there. They made them that way intentionally. And finally, I want you to get your phone out. I have two things I want us to do. Get your phone out. First, I want you to AfyaFest survey. Tell us how it was for you. What can we do better? So can we please have the QR code up on the screen? What can we do better? What did you love? What do you think we need to take to Ghana from Nairobi? All that stuff. We want to find it all out. All right? Now, it's very important for us because I can almost guarantee you we need all of you to be part of this survey. Otherwise, I'm going to be all up in your inboxes in the next couple of weeks. So let's do it together. So I'm going to give you 3, 4, 5 minutes. The Wi-Fi password still remains the same. So just give me your post-event survey. This is a final one. The next kind of survey is going to be tonight. I'm going to ask you what you want to sing, what you want to dance to. That's the next survey. But this one is the serious one, the last serious one, I promise. So give me your last feedback. It's not too hard there. It's not too many questions, right? Very easy. All right. Beautiful. So I'm going to give you around 3.5 more minutes there about. Congratulations. All right. Let's do it. Your battery is dead. I'll be on board. There you go. Up, I know you are done. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. A few of us are still getting ready for it. When we come back into this room, it's just going to be space and cocktail tables and bitings. No seats. So the evening is just going to be a party. It's just a nice dance hall. So DJ Dan Dada is going to be with us tonight as we celebrate ourselves. Please, nobody thanks the DJ. Please put your hands together for the DJ. I think he's done an amazing job, yeah? Victor. Now, I think we're done. Please stand up. Please stand up kindly. I think we're done. Kindly stand up. Your phone is in your hand. I told you this is the second thing I want you to do with my phone. Your phone. The opportunities you've had to collaborate have been phenomenal. We want you to leverage on that. Ladies and gentlemen, as we play this last song, I want you to go around, meet at least 7 people from 7 different nationalities, get a number, take a selfie. You never know where you're going to need it next, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's do it together as we wrap it all up. Carry all your bags, your laptops, whatever you came with, to go and take a selfie. 7 people from 7 different nationalities, all across Africa. All that has been represented. DJ, give me some music. If you've always wanted to meet someone, this might be the last time for you to meet them. Our judges, our mentors that are here, this might be your last opportunity for you to meet each and every one of them. Our prize winners, our ventures that are won, give them a warm, big hug. Selector, give me whatever you have. 7 people from 7 different nationalities, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you all. See you at exactly 7 o'clock. See you at 7 p.m. right here. See you at 7 p.m.